Ride through with day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
This waka find bus will be carried. If we get a proper transportation system, we'll be able to congest free top.
The leaders that we have is a reflection of us, the people.
The Today Show Breakfast, only on Sleep Television, Channel 37, Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
You would say the month of November they run so fast. Well, that's more or less, maybe you're right or maybe you're wrong. It depends on the mindset or waiting at you preparation level or waiting at you expectations. That will make you determine, say November they run very fast. But remember, at the festive period they come through, so you get for know how for budgets yourself very well. Already today, on November 11th, the 11th day of the 11th month in the year 2025. Hello, my name is Patrick Salia. Welcome to the Today Show Breakfast on Sleep Television on Channel 37. You know, Papa, they go out for fun for the family, but you know, they come with little, and then they can tell the family, say, better than how they come out of, as a result of the common, why they come out. Some amount of hope in there, but again, the mama or some of the picking them go, they feel, say, Papa na lie the life we. You know, the mindset then different. Well, Salon imposition at the world and the continent versus waiting they happen back home, the reflection, and we can look at in the conversation today. But I'll bring you up with the quotes for today here. It say, global positions mean little if the impact isn't felt by the people they represent. True progress is measured by how global influence translates into local change. Where Papa they go fend, they carry it. They also they happy. Mama they happy. Even if Papa they cheat, even if Papa they do one or two UQ kids in there. But where they go out, they come with, they get at least a little bit of time for the family. Picking and they glady, Mama they glady. But Tanka or Fanamada, Papa they go. They carry it almost every day. They carry promises. Is that the case? Which of these situations fits Salon best in the current state of affairs? The United Nations, African Union, and ECOWAS. Is it a positive one? Is it reflecting back home positively? We can get into the conversation shortly. But let me bring you some stories quickly before we go into that conversation. Let me start with the University of Sierra Leone. The University of Sierra Leone don't urge the young lady, Edwina Jamiu, for exercise patients that they don't take certain measures against the lecturer and High Court of Appeal judge, Honorable Justice Momoja Stephen, where the court recently be don't ask for step aside, the court be don't set them aside as a result of the drama and unwarranted situations around them. So, because now also lecturer, because the judge now also lecturer at the law departments of Obe College, the University of Sierra Leone say, among other things, one, then they take anything of misconduct, including sexual harassment and corruption, very seriously. That the first paragraph that I need to end with, and they emphasize their commitment for maintaining safe and respectful learning environment for all the students. Edwina now year 2 students at Obe College. I've been year 2 students supposedly for the year 3 by now, as at the time where the incident happened. So the university carry on for say then get zero tolerance policy against sexual harassment and any form of misconduct against staff or among within the learning environment. So then they assure the public say any allegation will come against any of the staff that they didn't investigate and thoroughly in accordance with the established procedures where the university gets. And then say the college don't receive Ms. Jamiru in complaint, and then they work on them, then they look into proper one, and then they address them. Then they address through the college disciplinary committee, and then go make that known to Ms. Jamiru accordingly. However, the university, they ask Ms. Jamiru, Edwina, for let he avoid for left for the castigate, left for the put the college in name na bad light. They left for the put the college in name, the university name, and Gotawata or Potopoto. In all this way they do so then they ask them, do you allow it take them withdraw? Meanwhile, the college say the said judge, Honorable Justice Momoja Stevens, where na court of, when I been court of appeal judge, I been contract staff. I've been contract staff, and as a result, they don't put in contract under review. So that they review in contract as then they carry on with investigations and other things. So these are the outcomes so far of Ms. Jamiru in complaint and concerns where the University of Sierra Leone, Fobe College precisely, don't respond to. So from one position to the other, I'll bring you up to speed with how this thing happened. Ms. Jamiru, Edwina Jamiru, be there in a relationship with the Honorable Court of Appeal Judge, Honorable Justice Momoja Stevens, and eventually, it will get belay for the landed judge, and then eventually, a born Pekin will be with some sonko. They even go to court. The court say, well, then do even the DNA test. DNA now for prove if actually na the papa na get up Pekin and the belay, then prove the court. The test result prove say na Justice Momoja Stevens na Edwina Belay and na in Pekin with the Pekin in question. And then the court be ordered the Honorable Judge for pay monthly child care support 10,000 leons, then at 10 million old leons, 10,000 new leons. And then over time, it been going around church where they be asked for a testimony. The church refused them. It commodity, it come to social media, it castigate the church, and later on one church accepts her, go give testimony. And now the entire stuff done the unravel. So now the university don't respond in this way. To another news, aside the Fobe College Edwina Jamiru in story, to another news, the judiciary of Sierra Leone don't issue bench warrants for 2018 presidential candidates for the Alliance Democratic Party, ADP, Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare. In this notice we come out yesterday, remember, Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare at the second term, this more or less where the court store issue bench warrants for him. The first one failed, and this is another one. First, it been supposed to appear before the courts, where the courts been need him, and it not been appear, so as a result, they not issue one. And this just news we come to yesterday. And then say, let's just take time read them for you. The notice dated 15th day of March. This notice of appeal dated 15th day of March 2023, coming up for hearing on diverse dates, and on this date or 10th day of November, when I be yesterday 2025, and I had two separate dates and waiting for seats on the matter. Before the Honorable Mr. Justice A.M. Bangura, Justice of the Supreme Court presiding, the Honorable Mrs. Justice T. Barnett, Tonia Barnett, Justice of Appeal, and Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Aliyu, that's Justice Simeon Aliyu of the Court of Appeal, in the presence of Y.I.C.C. Yusuf Isaac Cisse Esquire from the Law Officers Department, of counsel for the respondent, when at the states and they respond, we call an appeal case. Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare do appeal where they been convicted to prison for about 32 or so years, where the court been convicted for sexual offenses. So it be appeal in case there. So now the court, the states and they respond, and the defendants in this, for example, in this case precisely. And no representation on behalf of the appellant. So now, the court say nobody no represent Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare in this appeal case. And remember the drama will be happen. All the lawyer them, more or less, we don't take them, they don't excuse themselves from Mohamed Kamaremba. The appellant and his counsel being persistently absent from court with no correspondence whatsoever to the court. And then 2 dates, and the 15th March 2023, and yesterday, when 10th November 2025, and the 2 dates and then they wait for appear, but you don't appear. And say consistently, you know, abscond himself from the court. So as a result, the court say, let's just cut and short. We go at the third notice and say bench warrant earlier on issued by this court for the arrest of Shoti Aisha Mansare remains in force. Mohamed Kamaremba na point 2, then say bench warrant is hereby issued by this court for the arrest of convicts Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare. Then we don't convict him Marion Aruni, when I been accomplice more or less to the sexual harassment or sexual offense case where Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare be the stand trial for. So Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare, since they be released him, now Honorable Momoja Stevens in court, and be there as the appeal they go on. So it been grants and bail on the condition, on medical condition. So Mohamed Kamaremba Mansare then been given the bail for go seek medical attention. Now it travel go America. It travel go, I think it first went to the United Kingdom and then later on to the United States of America. And till date, since that period when they've been given the bail for go take medical, he remain at large. But he's all over the place on social media. Well, I don't see the conspiracy theory already to go around, say, maybe now as a result of him being vociferous against the government, make them go after him. Well, this is the judiciary. Judiciary is not just one of the three arms of government, after the executive, legislature, and then the judiciary. Now, to another news, quickly, before we start this conversation, it's getting more interesting by the day. Now, quickly, opportunities for you where you want to go study. This scholarship from the Russian Federation through the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. Then said they announced the availability of scholarship opportunities for 2026-2027 academic year. Then scholarship opportunity, they also say they offer to suitable qualified Sierra Leonean nationals who wish for pursue undergraduates, then are you to go do your first degree, and postgraduates, you to go for go do your master's and other top degrees after your first degree. Now, these are the list of courses where available to you. You get general medicine, international relations, general medicine, electrical power engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, software engineering, oil and gas engineering. Remember, they say Salone gets 30,000 barrels of oil. And this country, as recent study revealed. So this is an opportunity for, let's say, Iranians actually be the people who will go explore down there. Plant engineering, dental therapy. We go to the next page. After dental therapy, you get a list of other areas where the opportunity is there. And then say the application form, you go able to download them through the link where you see above there. So you can go online and get the link. Just snap this link. Just snap them on the screen. And then you go now your internet and get that. So these are the thing that way for qualify you, for let you apply for the one there. So if you not get them qualification there, so then forget it. If you not get them qualification there, so forget it. One, if for all original statements of your ask result, now one thing if you don't see it, then I didn't say. So you don't see it 2 term, 3 term, 4 term, for let you forget requirements to go university, forget it. Attainment of degree, and say if you don't get A1, B2, B3, C4, C5, or C6 in 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. 3, then say you forget WASC result, we're not older than 3 years. So you know if you don't see to WASC more than 3 years ago, beyond 3 years ago. And if for the, then for the one they go do bachelor's, you know? If you don't do within 21 years or younger. If you don't do 21 years or younger, as at September 2026, if you don't do 21 years younger. So these are just part of the criteria way for meets for basically get into this opportunity. This day in history now, on this day, 11th of November, some years down the line, a lot of things happen. And after this, history by Rabiat Mansare, we'll get into the conversation of the day.
In 1994, against one major turning point where they launched the first ever banner advertisement. It appeared on the website hotwire.com, the digital version of Wired magazine. The ad then be created for AT&T as part of campaign for introduce the world to the digital future. Now be simple rectangle with words so then write per and say, have you ever clicked your mouse right here? You will. This design use bright color and bold text and immediately catch attention. The moment marked the beginning of online advertisement, shaped the modern digital economy from Google ads to social media ads. The ads click-through rates extremely high by today's standard 44% because user no ever see something like it than they before. This single banner opened the doors to the entire online advertisement industry wey we know today.
Ultimate hip-hop shutdown! Rap Rampage Grand Final! It go happen every Friday from December 5th, 2025 to January 17th, 2026 na Freetown Amusement Park, formerly called Victoria Park. Come witness the hot talent of the grand finalists them like Vicky Chain.
Guess it half from the breaches and it's all clear. But if I be your mastermind, I gotta make it all clear.
Zico Dad.
I not go down if I not start. Show me the blood clot, make a short foot. Like that ass.
Zimash.
Take some talk buddy, you don't get any rank ya. Dress code Fendi, like put that money in a bank ya.
Fifi.
Yeah, I'm tipsy and going hard. Forgive me, Lord, for doing this. I make me dreams before I sleep. Then dog yeah, then go give me peace.
Spiff happy.
I did it all nights, man. They see me like a ghost rider. See me so nice, I commit sin like a suicide.
Joy Drizzy.
You know hide again. I'm the only set. I still a breathe, but all the man is sky for sees me bread.
Sky Zone.
I put 5 bucks now, Van Damme. He don't tell where they talk, but today.
December 5th, December 12th, December 19th, December 26th, and January 2nd. Entrance on January 17th, 2026. Rap Rampage go bring you full dose of music, energy, and culture. We go shake the whole city. No miss am. This na the hottest rap battle for the year. Rap Rampage Grand Final. Grab your tickets, bring the hype, and make history together. Proudly brought to you.
Welcome back to today's show, Breakfast on Slick Television on Channel 37. Remember, last year around August, thereabouts, or September, Salombi attained for the very first time the presidency of the United Nations Security Council, non-permanent seat, non-permanent representation. Remember, Salon, like other African countries or the continents, they ask for years now for get a seat at the United Nations Security Council. Being a continent, we get over 1 billion people, but country then we get smaller population. We're not even Europe, for example. They always don't then take a decision where they affect the one world. And Africa not get a representation, not get a seat in that regard. So President Julius Maada Bio, now the African Union be agree for let go negotiate together with other people negotiate for Africa in position at our United Nations Security Council. So Africa we don't get a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council. And just last year, we been get a first session as the presidency. President Julius Maada Bio being go chair certain sessions at the United Nations Security Council. And as we did talk now, just about yesterday, the Minister of Foreign Affairs been chair one session as na the very Security Council on small arms and light weapons. Timothy Kaba expressed how much the issue don't they affect, especially countries like we, if not tackled, if not put under control. Remember, Salon also now the current holder of the chairmanship of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State, in takeover from the Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So President Julius Maada Bio or Salon currently hold up to like 3 key positions, now the continent and the world. United Nations, ECOWAS, and then African Union. Coordinator for C10, ECOWAS chairman of Authority of Heads of State, and then the United Nations Security Council. But back home, is it reflective? People only analyze, say, first of all, we get a whole lot of things back home for address, but yet, we go pull dirty in other people AI, while we own the dirty is too heavy for even though we able to see the dirty one for pull out a person AI. Are we being hypocrites to our very selves? or is the leadership right? Or then give you the cow, then give you the wool. Is that the hope? Is that the situation where Sierra Leone in leadership position hold right now for we? We'll get into the conversation with Mike Brewer, where now the Director of Communications at State House, and Alfred Payamba Kuruma, where I'm a member of the APC Publicity Secretariat. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the Today Show Breakfast here on Slick Television.
Good morning.
Mike, feel free. Feel at home. Feel comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Yes. And feel royalty too.
Very comfortable. Good morning, and is this Slick, right?
Yes.
Good morning to Slick. It's the very first time coming here, I guess, here.
No, it's your second time.
Second time?
Yeah, but to
I
this
can
breakfast
confuse-
show, this is your first time.
Yeah. Good morning. Thank you for having me here, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. Good morning, Minkailu.
You're afraid to respond to him, Minkailu? Feel free, Minkailu.
He's my man. And we are not here to fight.
Okay.
We are here to discuss. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Sarah.
Okay. So let's start with you, Mike.
All right.
Obviously, because say the SLPP led Julius Maada, the SLPP Julius Maada Bio led administration at the hold the edge of the knife. So any outside they penetrate and a day they go. So let's start with you for obvious reasons. This them position you always Salone hold right now. On what basis, first of all, enlighten the Sierra Leonean population at home and abroad where they watch you?
Well, first of all, I don't let you put them in a way. You set the narrative that people are just complaining about go put dot in other man here, bring and come now. But there's a lot of goodies to this, very goodies. Yeah. Let's take President Bio out of this. Let's just leave Sierra Leone as a whole, as a country. Looking at where Sierra Leone has come from, looking at whose side would they and looking at whose side would they go. These appointments where President Bio get, ECOWAS, C10, United Nations Security Council, get a lot of benefits to this country as a whole. One, it is strengthening regional authority and impact. What do I mean by that? You want to sit where the decisions are made, the global decisions and the regional decisions are made. You want to sit where policies are formulated. Policies them way they affect trade, policies them affect investment, where they attract investment, policies them way they enhance security and peace within the region. No president's not going to tell you say, or no nation not going to tell you say, no one for sit there. Two, this is also good, for so many reasons, good for what? Advancement and peace and security initiatives. Sierra Leone gets a lot for share. We take a look at where we came from, our 11 years of civil war, how we overcome that, how resilient are the people. President Bio was at the helm of all that, the peace initiative, the Bamako initiative. Tato Usa Udeso, it gets a lot for offer within the sub-region. You take a look at, you see how democracies have been threatened around the sub-region as a whole. You see how that's the steep down way they affect the common people there.
As a result of, you see democracy has been threatened within the sub-region.
It's been threatened.
As a result of?
It's been threatened across, well, every country gets its own, I call it dynamics. I'm not here to speak to other countries, their dynamics, how their own democracies have been affected. But me and you are the same.
And ours also have been threatened.
So they've been threatened by governance,
yes,
by a lot of other issues. We've seen that. That's not a secret. We've seen Guinea, other countries, Burkina Faso, and all that.
I make I ask from you, you say, now you mentioned them, so I make I ask you from what you know as a result of waiting.
I cannot tell you the other countries waiting they affect their own democracy. I can tell you what's in the affect Salone democracy.
So Salone, you know, what's in the affect?
Our democracy is good. It's like we are one of the countries where we are model in Africa, right? So we don't go through successive democratic elections. That is country. We peace index is still good. We're among the 5 most peaceful countries in Africa. I mean, when you take a look at the index system, we're doing well in the rule of governance. We're doing great in expenditure and cultural education. We're doing great in freedom of information. So there's a lot of things that we would do well. Yes, it still have some issues that we still have to work on, But
issues with all results to intermittent school, intermittent protests.
Well, that could also be
the August 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
I like to call people by their name. What's your name again, bro?
Patrick Salia.
Patrick. That could also be as a result of other people than self-motivation. Yeah. You're not going to say because of how will I put it? Somebody will set school because of your selfish motive, not because of governance not right to her, not because of democracy is fragile, not because of this. No, it's self. I don't want to go into all that because that
will be the findings of the TRC report. The TRC, what are the findings?
What do you
As
mean?
a result, we then say lead to the war.
Well, you tell me. You tell me. What's the findings?
Corruption, bad governance, and so on.
All right. So if you look at that also in corruption, you can tell we've made extreme gains in that, considerable gains in corruption. You look at the corruption indexes from the Index Foundation, you look at the corruption index, MCC corruption indexes, we're making gains on that. So that's why I tell you, I am not here to speak to other countries than in democracy.
So we don't come down to salon level now.
So in here, we're making tremendous gains, yeah? When you take a look at the indexes in corruption, the MCC indexes, the only reason that they make you get some money, now like a report card. And like when you get picking, where you go, you sit exam, you pass, you don't get to tell me, then you try for present time. MCC is not just the money they put on the bag and say salon get forget them. Now based on we governance record, now based on we indexes in civil liberties, we indexes in freedom of information, in indexes in rule of law, all them things in the I make we get that. So what am I saying here? Let's go back to the topic where I am.
Yes.
It's good for salon. I believe so. Remember, we don't argue that's not good for salon. It's good. Yeah, it's like take President Bio out of this. It's Sierra Leone as a whole. Mm-hmm. You look at how reputation was started over the years. You look at the same corruption we talk about. 2013 Statista report says Sierra Leone was the most corrupt country in the world. That has changed. It's not the same. So with all them things there, it
change on paper. Change on paper or reality?
Corruption will go ever done, Patrick. To be very candid enough, yeah, but it's not fancy anymore. You can agree with me now, say, the awareness raising corruption, everybody they afraid. Yeah, and not like after they be so pervasive. You look at now, like you afraid. We'll say we're making gains. That is not something we have to argue. Okay. Even if you say the reality on paper, we're still making gains. Corruption is still there. Yes, there's still bribery around. Nepotism is still there. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, corruption within a salon. It's still there. But how be it not to say day? And if me and you believe in records, who believe in science, who believe in data, who believe in authoritative institutions, these are the same institutions where we say corruption pervasive in a salon. If they come back and say, they do gains in it, we're doing well, that's something we should have. Let me go back to what you asked. Mm-hmm. The other thing also, if you look at this, some of them things are good for trade and investment. Yeah, where President Bio sits there and they attract investors. You understand what I'm saying? They attract other countries. Recently, we don't see with all gains, we don't see embassies, then we don't open a salon. We have new embassies then. Ireland open. Ireland just will go UNGA committed 1 million to light salon project in Gambia. So this is not a bad thing.
Vision 300? Vision 300?
Mission or vision?
Mission 300.
Mission 300. Mission 300 is different from the Ireland support to how you call it, light salon program. That's a whole different. Mission 300 is a compact where World Bank and Bloomberg came together. African Development Bank tried to put a compact for Sierra Leone for get that. But that's not associated to what I'm saying. I'm just saying that
it attracts investment.
It attracts investment, right? And what I'm saying, direct investment to that. This is a compact. The money no kite.
So give you an example for the last 1 year.
Okay.
Since salon don't seats and then.
So I'll give you an example.
Where do attract investment to salon?
Okay, I'll give you an example. If you take a look at the EBID, one of the ECOWAS Bank of Investment and Development. Mm-hmm. Over just this 1 year, they have already committed up over 160 million as a loan. What they don't give. Recently, if they follow, then give 10 million loan agreement with Vista Bank to Sierra Leone for SMEs, promoting women, young entrepreneurship in sectors like agriculture and agri-businesses. Yeah, then
loan agreement.
you say the investment that, or loan self my investment. You say, we President Bio don't sit on this 1 year, what he don't do. So that's what I'm showing you. Then the support of the social sectors. Then recently, if you follow Patrick, you will see, say, we President Bio attained that power as ECOWAS chairman, the president of ECOWAS Bank, ECOWAS Investment Bank and Development Can Salon, right? Dr. Dokno. Cam Salon, that thing they will see in July, we then send 500 metric tons of rice for support school feeding at this country. Yeah, that's a direct way of also impacting Sierra Leone. Then they support at a lot of sector levels. A lot, like trainings, like even financial institutions, Ministry of Finance, they are collaborating at a high scale for see how best they can upgrade policies through the fiduciary units, how best they can help in money laundering and all that, and these are direct benefits of trainings and all that. Then lastly, the NANT Energy. When you take a look at the NANT Energy, when they construct Kisi, 40 million the ECOWAS Bank commits there. Then also Kono University.
The NANT Energy, according to what we know, it don't start since 2013.
You know, but money no be don't carry it, no be don't start it. We don't the commitments no be don't happen. Now under our government it come, we don't start no long term. I agree. But at the end of the day, our government ain't accelerator. That two governments all things don't happen.
So now I can press the button.
Yeah, now we so kudos to we. You understand what I'm saying? The same Kono University where this how you call them, ECOWAS, the EP, the ECOWAS Investment Bank and Development, fund them. They're on rights now.
Now, and they also don't start since the honest Bible.
Yeah, when they want make commitments, they never put block in Kono. So that's that we don't start. We partner with partners in health for erect first-class maternal center of excellence. We just opened recently.
Through the NGO Partners in Health?
Yes, but we commit $7 million there. Yeah, then with direct investment, we'll give. NGO, not they just can partner in a country. Where you start with policy formulation, you start with coordination, you start with providing the land, you start with government's own input there. You know, just can one more. The question we go ask, what make the other the other government will be the knocker. So it takes trust. Like I talk about attracting investment. So most of them positions there, President Bio sits there. Don't just look at him as President Bio because you don't like him, or because you think you're against his government, or because you think, oh, you don't like her. Look at Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Now today, at the global stage, Sierra Leone sits at the decision-making table. It sits where policies are formulated. It sits where investment trades are discussed at a geo-development level. So, I believe some people don't disagree to that. Right. It's not a conversation where I feel say any learned somebody will like this country will say it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because even if not honest, if APC did the agreement and they are in all them positions there, I believe we as very supportive and very democratic and very objective opposition by then will support that. Okay. And that's what every Sierra Leonean should do.
Okay, let's listen to Alfred Minka Lukoma, Payamba Kuroma. From a lens, as a party that has been there, you're here for Mike?
Yes.
Realistic?
You
not think it is worth applauding?
I have my own reservations. Yeah. Firstly, nobody no go say then positions and they're not important to a country. A very important to a country, a very positive, and me on a personal note go urge government for make proper use of them.
Thank you.
For let it sit now then side and they count your influence, they count your aura, a very important. Nobody no go deny that fact saying no important. But how government go able make use of our for let benefit the country, another question altogether. We now they look forward to, and we even as opposition, they pray that government make we proud and deliver to the expectation of the people that we don't entrust them position to the current government. But a greater one, let Mike know and the listening public know, this is not a novelty, both at the UN and ECOWAS. They happen for the first time. One thing we've also known that as long as member states of them bodies and we call them international governmental organizations. You stand the chance for benefit from them positions and they. That now one. In the 70s, when Shaka Stevens was president, Sierra Leone benefits tremendously in them kind of situations and then at the UN.
You mean the period where even Sierra Leone economy go down by hosting OAU?
In the 70s, we are not coming to the OAU yet, which was in the 1980s. I'm talking about the 70s.
Okay.
We are coming to the African Union, yeah? But we benefit at that level there. We need to know that. Historians therefore check the archives and see Shaka Stevens will benefit from a similar opportunity in the 70s, yeah? We they talk about Naime Casino to Nobel.
To the point of having the Shaka Stevens Stadium.
Yeah, well, to the point of bringing development, we know other government will ever bring at this country. Now, we talk about ECOWAS also. The last time we President Bio then go elect him as chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Health of State.
Before you fast forward to that, African Union, Shaka Stevens decide for host AU, Sierra Leone, and wreck the economy. According to the report, that was the time Sierra Leone economy was reported to have dwindled.
Well, that's not the burden, yeah. You know, economists and historians then will tell you, say, the TEO hosts the African Union Summit, where the Organization of African Unity, then will tell you, say, government almost spend, waiting and they spend annually just for host 2 or 3 days conference.
Will not be necessary.
I cannot deny that fact. I am not here to dispute that particular fact. Historians then will tell you that. Economists then will tell you that. We read our books them, we analyze them, we write about them. Yeah? But again, come to think about it, a similar thing they happen so. I want to take a step by step till we reach there. Because you accepting to be chairman of ECOWAS, it also gets your burden on the economy, on the finances of the country. It gets ways how they deprive other areas of development. So they can't do that day. But let me also agree, say, President Bio was never the first Sierra Leonean president for chair ECOWAS. Shaka Stevens chair around 1980-1981. He was chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Head of States. When State House through Yusuf Keketoma been there in rush for do a presser, we published a President Biona, the first ever president. I came out and condemned it completely. Dr. Sylvia Olanka Blyden also be corroborate, waiting and say. Yeah. Again, law also knows that the chairmanship of ECOWAS, and Escoma reject them twice. And again, we know say these are rotational and symbolic gestures. As long as
I've been acknowledged already, say it come with aura to the country.
Yes.
So why would President
there are justifications for that.
Okay.
There are justifications for that.
What's that justification?
No, he rejected them twice. The way Omar Yar'Adua have been president of Nigeria. He passed the opportunity to Omar Yar'Adua. And Escoma justification we begin at that. The economy is shaky. We dey try for consolidate peace in the country. We get beaucoup other things there for spend money pa. If we take this chairmanship now, it go deprive Sierra Leone from beaucoup other things there. The money will get it too small for law can take other burden at the international stage. But in return, we get opportunity. We that thing in Nigeria take the burden of the dire electricity need from we. All the money will be spent by electricity at that time. Nigeria as big brother, we don't count as Sierra Leone, don't shed blood and tears. The first now with civil conflicts will last for a decade. We owe them a lot. So when Ernest Kroma passed out to Yar'Adua, then take over the entire burden of electricity at that time. All the money will be paid for electricity. Nigeria take that burden there from we. Because we need that. Remember when Ernest did the campaign in 2006, 2007? Once we promise this country now that we come, it go like Sierra Leone. So it do. So we need to know that clearly. Again, aside all of that, now quite recently there was a supplementary budget. After the main budget, you can get a supplementary budget if the main budget not able to address other economic needs where they come up. In that supplementary budget, the money number we then put for presidents in international trips. A far more outweigh other ministries, departments, and agencies.
Not the presidency.
Yeah, not the presidency, but you get other areas that we need for address. We need to know that clearly. When President Bio accept for being ECOWAS chairman, nobody know they say it bad for we accept him. But the truth is, he also need for do proper analysis and see how that they go affect the country.
So you mean if for don't reject them as well?
If I mean if I don't reject them.
On the basis of the state of the economy.
On the basis, that now one, yeah. You get a lot of things on the basis of the fact that you get economic burden where they wreck on the country. President Bio they do a lot of travelings after we don't become ECOWAS chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Head of States. Quite recently, we see President Bio go to Nigeria. Few days ago, that go way go to Nigeria. Somebody tell you say, I see one journalist tweet say the president don't go for graduation in Nigeria. But when you get discussion with one or two people, then go tell you say no. The president being chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Head of States, we know the current situation in Nigeria. He go get discussion with the president of Nigeria and see how best they go address them immediately. Let no escalate. That is justifiable because na rule. Now you now chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Head of States, but to still see say even the security situation in the country highly being threatened. It is questionable. Yeah. Now what thing that happen in Yenga? Our people, have been forced to displace. You understand? Guinea don't come occupy Yenga. I think say if you President Bio as chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Head of States, not able to assert the authority for make sure say not to by force, not to war for good wage, or for using influence and talk to Guinea, use other head of state, then using influence in Ebudwa. So what is the benefit now? What are the benefits? Which value they add to the country? With the security situation actually deplorable currently as chairman of the Authority of Head of State of ECOWAS. So we need to know all anything in it. When President Bio accept that position, they boku people and right and tell me what are the economic implication to the country. You understand? Nobody say, the SLPP government for ensure say he address everything with Sierra Leoneans they want for the address. Because no government no will address everything. But you also need for no say, I see Mike they talk about boku things that we say they don't address. He talk about
investment and trade.
Yeah. No, he say this, not say they don't address how. He say this is because they give platform for them a stage. We say you they ensure say security consolidation is guaranteed, investment and trade, all of that. People then they look back what they happen at the country. If investment and trade don't guarantee and they thrive, now this country, the economy not for the like how it is so.
The economy is thriving.
The economy, they go tell you say inflation. They go tell you say inflation is under control. The economy is thriving. Money in your pocket, we always maybe minus Mike, we all add up. You understand? The ordinary Sierra Leonean go tell you say for let's get 100 loans a day. Now where the economy they thrive, they tell you APC been there, where the economy be they thrive. Then we are rated as one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Where Africa, meaning that London mining, be they thrive. Where I know Boko of my SLPP colleagues, they all go university, including Oman Bangura, Babadi and others, will be the hope now London mining and Africa minerals, even though they be the opposition. You they say them. You they see money be in the pocket. You see then they embark on capital investments, build houses. They are fine motor car them because they work in London mining in Africa.
So right now, one of the opposition. You
understand? I think say I want to forget the platform for discourse.
Mike, allow back. So you mean right now, una the opposition, una the billows, nothing, not they move on?
No, not about we.
It's part of the economy. You say you mentioned the opposition at the time.
It is not about the APC. It is about the country. Yeah. The majority of Sierra Leoneans, they suffer the economic burden right now. The majority of Sierra Leoneans, most of them, maybe now 1 meal a day that they get. The economy, whether they say they thrive, inflation is being controlled, it is not reflecting on the common man. The level of add up now, we they see picking at the transition. You get some schools there where they ask for a minimal of 2,000 loans for transition from JSS to SS. Say Beckel is all just come out. Most of them picking and they paying and they grumble for them money they schools they apply where they get calls where the transition not to boku money because I want that 2,000 now inside they give you school uniform they supply you books badge and boku other things there. We're picking up the transition from class 6 to NPSC to Form 1. Some of we are parents them we spend more than 10,000. You understand for no more than transition
10,000
millions. On a 10 loans and color 10,000 again 10 loans. No, not 10,000.
10,000 on a 10 million.
10 million all loans. Yeah. For let them transition because of the charges them, books, uniform, other things.
Which part of the country?
We say that now Western area they tell you. This one at 2,000 and as the case
private school or government school?
both private and government school. Not government school, not government school. Not doing at this country, we know they ask for money, we pick it at the transition. Because not to government, they sold the uniform and forgive the school, where they give the picking. The textbooks, whether the print and the exercise books, not to government, they give it. The badge, the tie, the felt that they use, not to government, they give it. And at the school, they produce them. So you get to pay back that money. You understand? So all that thing that they do for address as a country, we pride ourselves in free quality education. We say this time model, where other countries that they use. But so you come back, the burden on the people, like, it's too much.
So you mean President
Bio,
consider all of that? The expenses where would they put on President Bio in traveling? If we don't rather divert them money than they into them, than the way they mentioned, say, as challenges?
That not the justifications. The money they spend per presidential travels, it boku pass bank. Even the one where they allocate also important ministries, departments, and agencies, the one they spend per the president travel, it boku pass and the budget day for public consumption. Anybody who want to corroborate this particular assertion, let's take a look at the last supplementary budget where the Minister of Finance been tabled in the Parliament. Let's look at and let's go to the appendices. Let's see the money they allocate to Office of the President. And let's compare to the other allocates to defense, agriculture, and education. Let's see which one Boku pass in company. All of that now because of the many travels. When President Bio be the campaign,
NCA try to justify say President Julius Maada Bio for don't decline their position and they one as ECOWAS chairman of Authority of Heads of State, and then at the Security Council and C10 coordinator. Is that what you're saying? Now that's it for saying.
No, I am not saying C10. Not to President Bio first don't become chairman of C10. Ernest Koroma in position we be get na C10. We don't be the too much of a burden. Now President Bio go succeed so. You understand? Ernest Koroma, there was the Azolini conference. Who said they would decide say Africa deserve a place on the table? Would that not be the torchbearer for diplomacy in Africa? And Ernest like Koroma. But that not be maker for let's take ECOWAS chairmanship. He declined twice. He passed out to Umar Yar'Adua because he know the financial burden where they bring up. At C10, President Koroma chair, even the United Nations, the first person we asked Africa deserve permanent seat in the Security Council, which Joe Biden agree with. Now, Ernest Koroma, he understand. We see the photos there. Again, one of the things where SNPP pride themselves in, you know, then he let me know that they go for the NCR, I mean, the Papi show, and the leg, photo opportunities. You know, President and the chair is that we don't go make so, not to how it benefit the country. Waiting at the returns to the country, the money we don't spend, not quantify and waiting we don't get from
you might outline some of them. In terms of trade and investment.
Now, waiting trade and investment don't contribute now. No, show landmarks. Waiting trade and investment don't contribute from where we get this leadership. You understand? Or from more SNPP government car. From more SNPP government car. Landmark states, few of the things that we not trade and investment don't contribute. Now, when we talk about trade and investment, you not only need for the import, you also need for the export. Yeah, waiting with the export as a country, with the export fish, but this will fish for the export. They know the acceptance at the international market. So, you know how the exporter? China. Senegal.
China don't use certificate.
Yeah, but now Senegal for
China don't use certificate. Yeah. Quite recently, I think late last year or so, November or October last year, China issued certificate for export fish to the market.
Now, who's out
the market big part?
Who's out the processor? Now, we know the exporter in the EU market. Now, Senegal. But Senegal, they buy from we then package and now they send on the EU market. We know they export directly to EU market. We need to know that day. And aside that,
the Chinese market bigger than the EU market.
Yeah, well, the EU market also very prominent. You go check the markets them. You check. How many countries they will get in the European Union?
Is it by the name or about how much they earn?
No, how many countries? But even as that, waiting at the benefit, waiting at the returns to the country, waiting they make from the fish industry. Let government tell you what they make. I'm not saying that Senegal will be export, now Senegal will be buy from with the package and then send on the European market. If we get the opportunity now for export to China, what is the return to the country?
You're not beginning.
So now certificate, I am telling you what is applicable, what is obtaining now. Waiting and waiting applicable as we speak. Now they tell you. Not to waiting in at the pipeline.
Okay.
Most of the things that go in at the pipeline, say SNPP come on a power in 2028, and APC come fast tracker. Again, I want to let Mike know say government a continuity. I have always mentioned this. SNPP will always tell you about the good things the way that they do. They know they tell you what the APC be don't do and what they can't take from APC. He say it is strengthen regional authority. If it be the strengthen regional authority, Sierra Leone, it will give you the authority for assets at regional block. Why we still the grabble hold with Yenga? I mean, it don't overdo for let president for the assert the authority at the regional level for compel Guinea, make them know say Yenga now we get them. Because these are clearly defined territories or borders. Because our water separates we.
And when somebody as chairman of ECOWAS, the problem starts all over again?
Yeah, no, it not go start. It will settle them permanently. It will use this now for settle them permanently. Now we get
you mean the same Guinea where ECOWAS be done blacklist?
No, there is a way to do it. You assert the authority. In fact, there is also the manner river.
But Guinea not a part of ECOWAS.
No, well,
Guinea they under suspension.
No, but if you use that authority of ECOWAS head of states, yeah, you get influence over countries. Then, President, you don't travel to countries that we say that they come on ECOWAS. You understand? Travel way not and now.
Well, we are saying go Burkina Faso, we go talk to Traoré. Yeah. Even we don't go visit Mamadou Doumbouya.
Even the vice president, we don't
as ECOWAS head of state. Yeah. But so, you never consider say temporarily.
Yeah, he talk about. He say no president no go reject Denka opportunities, and I tell him say I next reject them twice. He passed on to Umar Yar'Adua. Okay. They asked me for record. He said that they do great in freedom of the press. I want challenge and say it questionable. Because quite recently we don't see people where they express opinions. They are being incarcerated. We also don't see they don't expunge part 5 of the seditious libel law.
In 2020?
Yes. But they replace it with what we call the Cybercrime Act. You understand? When we talk small things, they say na cyberbullying.
But then it cuts across for everybody.
No, well, I tell you, we see people the way they don't arrest one journalists them. The one that Salih Tijan, they arrest them. You understand? Dixon.
Thomas Dixon.
They arrest them. Even politicians like Kemosi say they arrest them for cyberbullying. They say don't go make statement against the president. So all of them in the when you say you want freedom of the press, you need for make sure say you guarantee them properly. Without which, I mean, I think saying a lip service you go to give.
Okay.
Yeah, and the good things the way you say they don't do, you say on girl child education. You talk about the Kono University. I did not tell Mike say the Kono University now we counter, now we project that now we secure the funding. They say money not be the money be done lay down before the transition. You know the money be done lay down. Now that money they will take now when they go and buy for themselves. Now bring Kono University.
But on a campaign will be action pass intention also.
Of course.
Action pass intention.
The money be there.
Una be get the intention then count the action.
No. Money be there for that day. We secure the funding.
So then put una intention into action. Yes, Mike.
So that is when
the
government and
the Minks is this.
Every time we have a topic here to have a conversation.
Yes, it makes a lot of points.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, yes. So I really want to unpack them for
yes, quickly.
We'll see them now. Make we talk to Sierra Leoneans them on way. Every time we Minks we like to compare APC, ANES. If you watch, mention ANES past 16 times here where they talk. And this is not example. Yes, and this is not really what Sierra Leoneans want to.
And if I understand them very well, President Julius Maada Bio for all bowl.
Patrick, when I started, the first thing I make mention of, I say, remove President Bio out of this. Let's look at Sierra Leone. Position in them places there. How it benefits Sierra Leone. Well
again, Mike, sorry, he mentioned certain key points. For example, the amount we don't spend on the president in travel as compared to the returns we don't bring.
Eboku, Patrick, and I like when I bring and come. The last time we met and meet, and that was what I was telling him, my SLBC. I tell him, say, Minks, the conversation I want to sit here on is, I don't want to let people start telling me the president they travel. I make this one thing at AYV, and I'm saying that same thing here today again. One of the fundamental roles of a president in geopolitics today, now for foreign travels, is part of his mandate because he's the chief negotiator of the country. He's the chief diplomat of the country. When I say face-to-face dialogue, face-to-face lobby, face-to-face diplomacy, it is assert more authority than through phone conversations.
But you hardly go see that in other countries. Other countries,
no.
They send their ambassadors,
it's even happening.
Ministers and other ministers.
Let me give you an example, Patrick. Let me give you an example. Rwanda. Go and look it up. Pull it up right here. The president of Rwanda will come and travel past the time we spend at Kigami
the time we spent inside Rwanda, then grumble about them. Recently, Ghana, then President we just come. They say they travel. Yes, they say they travel too much. One time, this recent time, now it take plane. After we don't pressure and so much. They take plane, they go, I think, that this COP. A transit na, how you call them?
China?
Na Dubai. For like catch up in flight. He was there for 17 hours for catch up in flight. Ghanaians, them, now they say then they apologize to him because of, now they put pressure on him for like do that. He late for the meeting, his security was compromised, his security was breached. This is the fountain of honor for our country. We cannot tag a price to insecurity.
So what if, for example, what if in the case there, so you get, why do we get, why do we have ambassadors?
So the protocols, I'm coming there, Patrick. The protocols, I've traveled with the president. I've been blessed to be around these scenarios. I'm telling you and telling Sierra Leoneans this morning on your show. The protocols of a president and the protocols of a chief minister, an ambassador, and foreign minister is different. Yeah, if President Bio come on here today, he go Turkey. If he say he want to see the president of Turkey, he able to say too much protocols not they safe. Because now a president of a sovereign land now go there. It's different than when a foreign minister goes sometimes when he goes to self, you're not able to see the president go say talk to me other copying foreign minister.
But again, waiting they bring back.
So this is where I say, so if I say I want to unpack
the ambition versus the reality.
So if I want to unpack the investment, that's the conversation I want to sit with APC on the table. That whose investment don't come in this country. Patrick, President Bio just went to Vienna. Where he go, he able to mobilize 800 million. You want to say President Bio don't spend 800 million for week and for
okay, let's say for example the meeting where you go last week in Nigeria.
So no. I don't want you. No, I don't want you. That is just one of.
That base university, we don't get anything.
That is not
investment.
That is not the purpose why President Bio went to Nigeria.
But that was
President go do Mokutin.
That was what he posted.
No,
among other things, it was key among the agenda.
Patrick, don't narrow the conversation.
No, go back to the president.
So what about you talk about what he post with the president of Nigeria?
No, go back to a handle before they travel.
What I'm saying.
What he post. That is what I'm
saying, Patrick. Why you not talk about where he meets with the president of Nigeria?
Yeah, we just show you the video.
Nanika said, don't narrow the conversation. President go Nigeria, he go do couple things there. He get a lot of meetings them on the margins where sometimes we not report ourselves. We're not newsworthy sometimes. He get a lot of engagements where they do a benefit for this country because of strategic communication reasons. We will keep them first. Yeah. So now make they say. A not common here purposely for just go for that university. That is not the purpose. Oh, go see I meet. You know what happened there? Even that was a bilateral conversation. A lot was not even unfold there. From the Nigerian media, from Uyon media. They not allow people to in a one-on-one on regional collaboration, regional.
And the president imposed, he was specific about ECOWAS security.
So that's what I'm saying. So now they say, I just really want, I don't want to let you.
So I want to reference the points more or less.
Yeah,
so
I really want
to lose sight of them.
Yes, I really want to come back to what this my brother they say. Yeah, my brother talk about financial burden. There is an ECOWAS bank. We're responsible for support anybody when I ECOWAS president with all into their way they happen.
In travel,
in travels, everything what has to do with ECOWAS activity. That's why you have an ECOWAS bank. Yeah.
So all the presidents in ECOWAS travel in an ECOWAS bank.
ECOWAS bank is responsible. So what think can happen most times? Sometimes, if
so because of the, we not see audit. I'm sorry, Mike. We not see audit reports.
So that's where I'm coming.
President travel between this.
So audit reports go flagrant in the. I want you understand something. Give me time, make I unpack them. Most times, we like president want for travel, do anything on an ECOWAS activity. Of course, if it's fast, finance will expedite them. Then later, the ECOWAS bank they reimburse them. So audit, na a query, then we pick that up. But continue audit reports they put in a paper. No, it not means that so happen. If audit reports,
audit they give opportunity,
and they cannot steal. That's why they go to parliament first.
Them put out the report.
So that's why they go first to parliament.
Because it's a long process.
So that's why they go first to parliament.
They get entrance meeting and get exit meetings.
Yeah, Patrick. That's why follow-ups. Patrick, Paul, a query. Anyhow you want to put them, audit reports are a query. Yeah, they can query you for anything. They can come down and slick here. Then so we buy mics, the modern mics, and they did. Then they say somebody can't go down. You call that person, they not come. Then still get for flag and say, "We can we ask for the mics and they will not see them." That's why after all this report, it's not a final. They go to Parliament. You don't get to tell me. There's still give room for people them for explain themselves and get thing. Yeah. So my point when they try for tell this man we don't know is that ECOWAS bank for support presidents in ECOWAS activity. So it's not a burden on Sierra Leoneans. Okay. My brother about talk about Yenga. I want my brother understand. Say, I mean, we get a lot of relationship with Guinea. Trade relations, we share border, share languages, we get intermarriages, we get interrelationship. Where they say assert authority, now diplomacy now they solve that problem there.
For how long?
So how diplomacy, we don't know how long. But at the end of the day, everybody knows say Yenga na territory.
Oh, now we are saying the people that we don't displace from Yenga.
That's why we know
right now.
We know. That's why we still care for them. That's why President Biode send food for them. That's why aid assistance they go there.
But what I'm saying, since they were made displaced, I think in May, we don't hear any reports. We don't see any report of government sending any support.
No, there are the reporters there.
That's aside the talk, there will be see. I mean,
yeah, well, that's support
that.
Now support that. WFP with partners, them, but the WFP they still support them more than they did, right? We saw them displaced.
Okay.
We get a lot of. I'm coming, Patrick. I really want them. So Yenga, it's diplomacy. Yeah, that is what sober governments they do. Abraham asked this man if na them be there waiting for them for send troops and then go first Guinea where they say assert authority. Is that the way you know the consequences of that will happen if you decide for go first Guinea? No, now diplomacy.
But we don't prevent that in the first place.
No, yes, but certain things you can.
Wherever the Guinean authorities they go put permanent structure there.
Certain things you can prevent
it. Base.
The next thing I'm coming to talk about the economy. I look for compare APC and SLPP. But APC economy when I left on austerity. APC economy now they tell women.
So they say expenditure rationalization.
You know, APC economy. In our economy, you talk about. Say the best economy, even when you be try for a little stretch arm about the African Union.
The OAU.
Yes, with them host how the economy. So in begin to talk about economy. Now the economy they left austerity. Now during APC economy, they not be the pay salaries them on time. Now during APC economy, we see how you call them pensioners they know they get the money, right? Then they to line a bank. Now they know they happen again. In fact, Patrick, this economy, right now, Sierra Leone economy, you can agree with me, say, now this time when they see a lot of young entrepreneurs, them, a lot of young people, and they go Guinea now.
I can't agree or disagree.
No, I know you are not here to judge. Yeah. But what I'm saying here is, me and you go agree now, say, a lot of young people, women, they travel to China, Turkey, they have shops, they have businesses, they are entrepreneurs. This all tell you on the fiscal space all open. Yeah, the World Bank report will come out 3 days ago. Tell you say we economy dey boom. Even though challenges there, I don't tell you say challenges.
They boom or they don't expand.
They tell we say we economy is thriving. We economy, I mean, we are not doing bad.
The economy they boom or the economy don't diversify. Don't expand.
It is all that are part.
But there's a difference between diversification and booming.
So all that is part of a thriving economy. Yeah, diversification. All that is part of the thriving economy, right? Creating fiscal space, all that is part of a thriving economy. Loan access to young entrepreneurs, all that is part of a thriving economy. My point I'm raising here is, if law is supposed to not on them platforms here, law argue on facts because we are communicators of this country. Yeah, law argue on facts, law argue on basis, law argue on the numbers the way they. You might not agree with them because they don't fit your narrative, but that don't mean saying I'm not true. So what do you mean they try to tell this man? Economies are struggling all over the world. Now economy is then they boom small. When COVID came, when Ebola came, with all these trade wars where they go with Ukraine, America, what are global powers them, all this is affecting lower and little economies across the world. But what I'm saying is like our policies that we've put in place, it's the common way I put on so Patrick. Say when you take a look at young entrepreneurs, they not be there ready. Now you see a lot of young entrepreneurs. Then they go Guinea, then they turn, they come, they go young guys, and they then get shops. And now young boys, then they do business. There's a lot of creativities now around. People then they use creative solutions to make money.
They do them before.
It was not like that before. So the other thing also my brother talk about is I talk about say what's in the fishing industry don't contribute to we. I don't know if my brother knows the fishing industry they contribute 10% of our GDP. Go and look it up. All them things that is in a fact. So come up. 10% of our GDP. So I don't know why they talk about it. And I gladly and I this me one for journalists them. Sometimes when I go to fact check me, when you tell them I say China don't give you certificate. Because if there's some journalists
where they will not begin using.
Yeah, if there's some journalists they will sit and allow
like to sanity center 8 for
right.
And so the reason for the Fisherborn at Black Johnson
yes.
Even start construction.
Thank you. Then it's about press freedom. Say press freedom not there. So then make I say APC. I don't know if a position.
Press freedom this sir.
Press freedom, but press freedom. We said press freedom index after 56 after 160 countries. Who
said they arrest people them for
APC tell I kill them, they kill journalists them. Of course, journalists if you do something they will arrest you.
Example.
This Sorious guy wouldn't kill a beach where Anesin, the former president in Peking, police pull wanted for.
I've been doing election, it will not have been beach.
That
was front Lumley police station.
Okay, then Peter Tate died of intracranial hemorrhage. That was the report that came from Amnesty International. We'll see how a young lady winner, how you call her, maybe the FBC, just WhatsApp message on the way share. Then go all and they arrest her. We see demonstration here for students then. So what they try for say, you cannot compare our press freedom record to APC's press freedom record.
Okay.
Because it is on record.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mike and Michael, we come to us shortly. Let me open the call line to the audience. 072-500-442 the number for call. We enjoy the conversation. 072-500-442. You can call and join the conversation. I get Payamba Kuruma, Alfred. Minka Lukroma from the APC Publicity Secretariat. I get Mike Brewer, Director of Communications na State House. We discuss the presidency, Salon attainment and ascendancy to the UN Security Council, non-permanent seats, African Union Coordinator for C10, and then ECOWAS, Authority of Heads of State. Quick messages first now with Facebook page. Abdullah Dura Bangura, they say the Pape don't try. But we need to do more. Mystic Dazak say, I'm watching live from Freetown. Good to hear from your studio guests. I'm enjoying the discussion, especially the heated debate. Mohamed F.S. Kamara, they say, I just paid almost 2 million leons for my daughter from JSS. Okay, we'll get a call. I'll hold that message first. Good morning. Okay, we lost that. They say, I just paid almost 2 million leons for my daughter from JSS 3 to SSS 1. With aggregate 11 from her Becker result. This awaiting this person say Jeremiah Destiny Fengai Kwise. You're not answering the real question, sir. Well, I don't know which one they refer to precisely in this regard. You get Alaji will say, Mike, we economy the boom, but not only on paper, but in real life, now big lie. The economy in boom one. Not ever reflects on the ordinary people then. We'll get a caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Turn down the volume of your TV, please. Reduce the volume of your TV.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I call from 10 Days Town. Arranging program.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Mr. Moderator, your method of balancing the interview is a little bit kind of biased, sorry to say. Whenever the APC guy they talk, you can tend for dilute and point them for diverting attention and things. So I want to be a little bit clear, right? And obviously they do a bad job, they do a good job. But on that level, it's like you can tend for water down and point them.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. I don't know if that because I'm in Patrick Saga, you want to use that for church me, but I'm afraid. Anyways, Michael is not going to agree with you in that regard. 072-500-442, that number for call me and call this program for joining the conversation. 072-500-442. Again, it depends on the lens from where you call from. Then you go for refer to whatever they refer to. 072-500-442. We'll discuss the president in ascendancy. Hello? Two different positions at the international state. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, your name and inside the call from, please.
Me, I'm Nigeria. I call from Guinea.
Yes, go on, sir.
So please, I just want to light on the analysis that we ran two gentlemen in the studio.
Yes, go on, sir. Go on.
I listen to my viewer in fabulous lies that we lie in the studio. Because we talk about the economy. Now, a lot of touch on the economy. You see the economy, they don't try and respond to the economy, they boom. I want to let them go back, let them now think from when they pick up this economy from 2018. So we started on bringing out to this particular level. So let me do the analysis.
Okay.
We make sure we experience beside this past 7 years. We never experience this country. We not ever. So the worst, I know the Sidon, they lie to the people in this country. Because it's a fabulous lie they lie to the people of this country. Lies that we know actually make sense. You know, the inflation, we don't go to some level. In fact, we expect hyperinflation in this country. Now this latter part, we just have a small stability, don't they? They feel say, not what they don't do. Let them go to this country exactly know what is the past.
Okay.
You know, let them know the life and people of this country, please. Because I just lies everyone. Lies.
Okay.
You cannot rule with lies. Huh? All right.
Thank you very much. 072-500-4429, the number we will call and join the conversation. Well, they take the calls and then we turn to the guest, Payamba Kuruma from APC Publicity Secretariat, and Mike Brewer from State House, the Director of Communications. So call in to the show if you want to add your voice. You can call now because we'll close the call and we are not going back to the calls. 072-500-442 if at all you get any comments or make whatsoever on the issue we discuss about the ascendancy of Sierra Leone for the international stage. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Nina concerned citizen.
Okay.
You see where a man they talk say the president they travel to go bring some better thing at the country. From where Marabio don't travel, we can have power. If anything way na see the way they go negotiate for make we see at the country, we don't for all the scam. Then say Marilola for street and from the bachelor's night. Now 8 years so now this part they can't have power. It just they travel. We know they see anything. Now you go see they say they don't launch this, we know they see anything. And launching, what they say they launch or they do any kind of thing, coverage and money back they go around. But the implementation is not there. So if the party travel, make them accept to the fact say yes, this is it. And let them see how they try for rectify because now election back they can go to.
Okay.
And that's me get for say.
Thank you very much. 072-500-442. Call into the show and then add your voice on the subject matter and stick to the subject matter, please. Well, I encourage you with the call. The moment you get to it, turn down the volume of your TV set. We get a caller? Okay, we don't drop them. Turn down the volume of your TV set. Immediately you get to it. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Your name and inside the call reform, please.
Yeah, this is Tijan the talker. I call from Timber Town.
Yes, Tijan, go on.
Yeah, and the program good. Interruption not today. But really, we be surprised how the president they get all the accolades there who are in the international scene. Chairman for this, chairman for that. You know, because with the people at the country, most of the majority of it is surprised. Because when you look with it on the ground, we don't know really which method the government they use for make them able to forget all the accolades that are the positions there. Because what you understand that MPR very, very good. They must get international lobbyists, you know, we the lobby for them for make them get all the accolades there. You know? So we are surprised because what you then go to the reflect on the ground. You know, I think I didn't beat APC. APC in terms of for them to lobby internationally difficult, but SFP they get strategies, they wait for lobby. You know, then get connections overseas. Okay. Because we not see the reflex at the ground really. So we be surprised. We really be surprised. All chairman this. That's not the position.
Thank you very much. 072-500-442. Let me take one or two more calls, and we'll close the call and turn back to the guest in the show. Jeremiah Destiny Fengai Kui continue for saying on our Facebook page, the various positions given to the president should reflect on the masses in Sierra Leone. We better call out. Good morning.
Good morning. Patrick, good morning.
Thank God.
I'm really happy for the program. Really, the program, you will control the program, really. And inside of that possible call, say, they interrupt the APC. I mean, no, say, you know, somebody will not bias, really. I'm going to Mike, you understand? Mike, now somebody, I'm not facing a spokesman of the president. You know, so because that they see, Mike, you don't have social media done. In social media, now your best thing the way they do. In terms of all what it is of the president, they travel, they count this, they count that, you understand? You know, we not see nothing where they reflect to than this.
Okay.
The president, or if they don't read today, they don't count the president as a chairman of ECOWAS. The president like this, the president don't go share mission 300. Mission 300 now, you know, really talk say a reliable journalist talk say the mission 300 na shika de kana yukala only launching na shika the president. They say nothing not there within a table for that day. So what he make the tell me now was a tangible something when they tell me say now so the president I said they don't complete so now so the government don't lose now this still don't complete. Let's tell me that. That electricity where they go and talk about say they don't between us start for how many years? Now then they on now. They can't government have continuity.
Okay.
They talk about the PIH, partners in health. What did they talk about partners in health? Who that starter? Who that count on this country? If any addition they just say let's they count now, they back don't ask something then they not to the money. Who knows not what the government and be.
Right.
So my you need to take time when they talk to people who don't fully who sabi say yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much. 072-500-442, the number for call. Destiny Alusain say Mike Sierra Leoneans are aware of the fact we are waiting for 2028 for us, the people of Sierra Leone, to give you the results. Jeremiah Destiny Fengai Kui continue for say the actual things need to be on the ground instead of paper talk. Keep the engagements on our Facebook page. We'll get a call on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Turn down the volume of your TV, please. I'm afraid we'll not continue for take that. The rule now that when you get to it, the moment your phone beginning, turn down the volume of your TV. Otherwise, you say no way, you know we lack for you waiting the feedback they give. We got a caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
This now shortly, between Mike and Mikhailo, really, waiting really the confusion in this country, this politics talk, everything, they finally come to reality. But President Bio, first, you know, no longer foresee the good thing we don't do until President Bio come on a power. You see, SLP, they operate like APC, they operate. APC, who say if they go then turn one bag cement, they go print polo, they make Ashobi, they make funds. But the SLPP, you know, they do that. The SLPP, then they do things, you know, responsibly. You see. Okay. And they're all watching me, they talk, and so me, when they talk to me, na APC, man. Me, na Mauge membership, I pay na Salon Commercial Bank, you know, for my membership card. But what are they say? This law is going to bring the reality. Law left this politics talk for the pulling down syndrome. It's not good for we the people in this country.
Okay.
You see?
Thank you.
Me really what I want to know, let me follow up things away, President. If you go now where the eastern now, for go towards them, Sungu, them, Mama, let's see when they construct factories, them, you know, industry, they can construct them. When they all kick off this or go, no sales President, they do putting all the travel, they do well. You know, they do one for APT or SFP, they do for the Sierra.
All right.
When you look with the average Sierra Leonean, then privately, people know the way they study business. If when I look like Miller Group, if you know, you go surprise for nothing that 3 people and again Miller Group, they come together. All them old politicians are like the APC, the money, all them, they don't make Louis and if they don't get life after politics, then come together. All the money, so you know what? After government, so we come together, we'll get a factory, we will go create employment for people, and not even for the APC, but it's Ralomi and youth. And this is the more than me pandemic.
All right.
It's in my legend, Dr. Kafala Maradi Samtumana. When they look at it, if they come together, you get $2 million, $3 million. I don't know for make a set up a small factory who employ like 300 or 200 people. But then people they hold their money, they sit down and they don't get life after politics. Show time they can television, radio, begin condemn. You know, this is not the helpful in this country. You see? This and that are the time for say. You know, don't try to get life after politics. Don't get people that when see with people and they come together, when I put your money together, don't create investment, create employment for the youth. Not everything government will do for me, everything a government.
Thank you very much.
These are the things. You see? So now these are the problems, sir, my brother.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Now that will take that will be our last caller. We'll take Facebook comments. Destiny Alusain said the SLPP folks are all over the place telling lies to the people of Sierra Leone. Jayema Destiny Fengai Kwisi, how many factories and how many industries and factories the government has brought so far since the president started his traveling to various countries? Imran Sisese, Minkailu, Payamba Kuroma continue for do the good work for the people of this country. Alhaji say, Mike thinks we are still in the days of our grandparents or great-grandparents' time, where there was no internet. Now we are modern days and Gen Z generation. And the internet and social media era, we are well informed. With all these lies, they are just putting themselves down. All right, thank you very much. Okay, quickly, Jeremiah Destiny continue for say here, what is the way forward for the Kono University? Imran continue to say, please, let's share this. And Minkailu Hassan Kule Kuruma say, Minkailu is a gem. Continue the good work. That's all we can afford in the comment section and the calls. Thank you very much for your precious time, for joining me in the conversation. Let's turn back to me, guess them the response. Mike, a lot of the comments are for and or against you.
Yeah,
your reaction.
It's normal. We didn't governance. Yeah.
So now rep man go no matter this stone.
So you didn't governance. So you didn't governance. It's all the pressure coming.
Sometimes it is stone go mango as well.
Yeah, you didn't governance. So you didn't governance, Patrick. All the pressure come on you, and the way people would feel. I mean, it's validated. You get to tell the driver talk because that's how people feel. I don't would tell you say people know they feel so, but what they say these are the facts. If not lie, they lie. You go tell me say no, this is not true.
Somebody they ask the industries and factories, outline them.
Well, that's difficult to outline all the industries. When you talk about investment is not just industries. Like the largest investment in this country is how we invest in the kids. The free quality education. When all we money, most of the money they go. 21% of our GDP goes there.
On paper or reality?
But you don't see more picking and now they get taxes.
Somebody comment say pay 2 million loans for picking for transition.
Even cheap when you compare them to other neighboring countries.
2 million loans?
Yeah, it's
under free quality education, sir?
Well, listen. First of all, we don't know that person where they talk in a government school. We don't know which school. They don't give you details on that.
But you hear
so my point at the
point you ask and say which part of the country.
So my point at the raise here is nobody not going to tell you say the free quality education is not something that we should embrace as a country and as a people. Because even the access to education, Patrick, they don't boom. The access to education.
But the quality is questionable.
Yes, quality is a progress. It's continuous. The quality of this place, it keeps improving. Somebody said government is continuity. Yes, I agree, it's continuity. So we keep building on it. The American social security system was not perfect from the very first day. I give you an example of the Obamacare. The first day when they launched, I crashed. They keep perfecting it. They don't repeal and pass 30 times. So these are all things we build on. Let people look at our intention in this country. Access to education. No sign of there now. When Pekin don't get access to education. When not get awareness, or mommy don't get awareness for sending Pekin and go school. More Pekin and get access to when they pay examination fee for Pekin in this country. When they pay school fees for Pekin in this country. When they pay electricity subsidy for people, then they still have flights in this country. Yes, people will say, oh, no, sir, this is not. Patrick, the sad thing in this country is we are politically divided in everything. You see, Politically divided.
Politics and governance?
Yeah, what I mean politically divided?
Because obviously you get APC, SLPP, and several other political parties.
So this is on us.
Be divided along political lines.
This is on us. Yeah, this is on us. You have people who come here, who sit here, when they listen, then people say, when you come down for win a debate. When I come to platforms, I am not coming there to win a debate. For hala, charges passing, this, that, the way you go. No.
But Mikhail is hala.
I agree. You don't get what I mean. That's what I'm saying. But people out there, everything don't water down. The majority of the people out there, what's in elect for Sina Dande. So people already take sides. In this country, we are politically divided. So even if governments do a lot, I'm glad you want to call away call. We say go around the country, let's see the bridges them all don't construct. Who sides are there? It's difficult for people them for pull them produce one side for car and go. Remote areas them where you not be ever build the development go reach there. Go look the bridges them who don't connect.
Through SCADEP?
SCADEP project.
For SCADEP not to now begin.
Why you not be there SCADEP? Why them bridges here not be there?
SCADEP be done the.
If you not elect be done there, it be not Papa Shekil.
SCADEP starts from WAP, West Africa.
So Patrick, my point
the
is.
office be there, Siaka Stephen Street, Charlotte Street Junction.
So my point is.
transition to SCADEP.
My point is, SCADEP be done the donkey years.
Suleiman Sisse, now we they contest, we they vie for the presidency under the APC
So
ticket.
Patrick,
now he don't start another office for long years.
Patrick, the bone of contention here is clear. If let SCADEP be done for 30, 100 years, waiting SCADEP be done they do and waiting and they do now. Not only SCADEP.
But they've not built bridge before.
Yeah,
even
but now we build more
productivity program.
Now like which bridges them? Like now we're building more bridges. In communities them, we're not even we own hotspots them. Not even we own zones them where you go say politically they voted for us. We're building it. With the cable mini grids them areas them where it don't take 40 years when lights don't ever go, don't take lights in there. These are tangible things that people will see and they will still deny. So like I say, we own development, not to cosmetic development. When President Bio came to power, President Bio wanted to use his development for votes. We not about invest in free quality education.
Okay.
Because not now you see that benefit from them picking in there. Yeah? Not what President Bio come on a power, not now. Most of them picking in there, you look at it and think 4 years, 6 years, then go college, then done. Now then 20 years, you get for student developments and they when they go become entrepreneurs for themselves. But what I'm saying, let me make this clear to people. I did not say the economy is booming. What I'm saying, the economy is stable. It is picking up. Right? Every economies across this country, across the world, they struggle. Even the American economy, the Chinese economy, they all get their own little things that they struggle with. Yeah? We own is stable right now. That is not something you have to argue, unless you want to argue the World Bank report. We are making baby steps. We are making baby steps. Now I tell you, say, rice importation don't count on at this country. When people then say, ask to the economy, the only they buy less, but not to say they buy again. They don't count on. Yes, we still want to count on more. The forex not stable for a very long time. Like first time when the dollar just go up, it come down. Now it's not stable. Fuel price not stable. It's all year they happen at this country for a very long time. Yeah, WFP traded 100% of the rest what they buy for support the World Food Program, for support the free quality education. Now imported the importer. Now then they buy more from local farmers than.
So Mike, in one simple question. With all waiting there is Iranians don't say now the Facebook comments and then the calls. I'm sure if we open more call lines, in fact we'll ever hear from Iranians shortly later we're gonna go to the studio.
Yes.
When I go there and so while we hear from them. Then go tell you say the president need for cease for travel.
Yeah, well you don't
because the travel they take a lot from the economy. Money where them for use for other developments, tangible development projects, they use for travel. You get ambassadors. You get ministers, where for they go.
So we are going back in circles, Patrick. I just explained to you, say the protocols with ambassadors, ministers, is different with the protocols with the president. I tell you, say the president is the chief negotiator for this country. He's the chief diplomat for this country. Yeah? Part of the president in work now for like a travel.
But the same, for example, in Russia, Sergei Lavrov. And mostly they travel on behalf of the Russian president.
But we all know, say, Russian president, know they travel.
Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
You know.
Na Turkey.
You know, say.
And foreign affairs minister.
But these are, listen, Patrick.
You come to Africa.
No, listen, Patrick, when you compare.
I want cite examples in Africa.
No, listen, when you cite.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
No, when you cite, you have bigger economies than you decide, but. Bigger economies will get structured.
No, so
you call Nigeria as a bigger economy. You understand? In fact, Tinubu travels also. There's a complaint. Look it up on Nigeria and say they travel.
Yes, it is true. But in most cases, it is sent some.
No, not in most cases. It travels a lot. Tinubu actually travels a lot, right? As I tell you, look it up. There was even a complaint saying they travel. The geopolitics of the world right now, you have to face-to-face diplomacy, Patrick.
So you more or less president will stop for travel amidst all of them complaining.
Patrick, one thing I want to let people understand, I think we have to do more for educate people, and I take responsibility for that as a director of communications.
Okay.
We have to do more to educate people on precedent in travel, so are the benefits and where they bring Canada this country.
Just bring it on anytime we're ready for you.
And we are
ready to give you the space.
Thank you.
We're ready to give you the space. Thank you very much, Mike Brewer. Yes, Payamba.
Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, thank you very much. You know, I just want to remind you, say, now one thing I don't talk for Makaya. Mike don't talk 3 times. You promise, say, after the callers and messages.
Yeah, because most of the calls and concern they come back.
No, I just want to remind you, say, you for give me ample time. I refuse to agree with the person who say bias. I know you say you're not a credible and independent journalist. With a moderate program, where they give fair chance to everybody. So me not see you as somebody with bias.
Or maybe not they call me name Patrick Salia.
No, I'm not thinking like that. Me not see you as supposed to be bias. Let me make that clear. Now, Mike say a lot of things that we are going to respond to and some of the callers. Firstly, say the primary function of the president is say now the chief negotiator, now for travel. I want completely disagree. You know, that is why when we become president, if Patrick Salia are president now, you get the responsibility for appoint people then. Yeah? Now I make ambassador that they address the as HE, the ambassador. We President Bio being this Friday now opposition. It talks say we don't create a lot of embassies without appoint Boko ambassadors. He say we carry the cuts down on them.
We say we, you mean as APC?
He say we as APC government. They on record President Bio the interview. It didn't have the manifesto. So they spend too much money on diplomacy without appoint Boko ambassadors and don't open embassies. We can cut down on their embassies than they. But we can appoint more ambassadors. Yeah? Not so bad though. But the fact of the matter is most of the travels away for they do now. At least let allow the ambassadors and for represent them. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs for represent them. So for say the president in primary function and then a chief negotiator. Yes, but not in primary function and the primary role of the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone is to serve as head of state and head of government and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Yeah, of the country, is the guardian of the constitution, advancing the interests of the nation.
The constitution they read from so.
Of course. So I will let me brother.
Section.
This is the primary functions of the president. You just check a number.
Okay.
Just click check primary functions of the president of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Then they give Dandy. So I want to dismiss Dandy completely. Also they tell me about the president. We'll talk about money where the president don't spend. Say the president they spend beaucoup money, and say from 2018 to date. In fact, President Bio, even when you not be get ECOWAS chairman, from 2018 to 2023, the money no more President Bio spend on international travel, a past 20 years by Comas spend in 2 times.
Don't know how much.
In 2 times. You can go and check that out.
You have to tell us.
The spend in 2 times.
No, make me
say how much?
How much? Listen, you can go and check that out.
No, you tell us how much.
You can go and check that out.
Let's claim that.
I have made my
If you don't know a comparison, give us the facts.
Allow me to talk, please.
Okay, so what do they do in that regard, Mike? You get the opportunity where you don't find out the fact. You don't lay the premise already. We will check.
Go and check.
No, allow me to. Now let me. If you say they insist for let give you answer, we will continue. Don't answer.
A lot of people they don't talk say, then they follow the debate. It's very civilized. You
civilized. I just
always see me they talk. I disagree completely, but I not interrupt them because I know say let making chance.
No, I'm not interrupting.
No, you are interrupting. No, you are interrupting.
Okay, Mike, just
you are not the moderator.
You will give the opportunity at any time.
Come from the moderator. You see, no, I say that for fact check me. What I talk about the
yes, go on, just go on with the point.
And they are not answer you. Not only cannot answer you. Now, let's come back to the president. Forgive specific data. Now, if you check, then go tell you say the president, the total amount spent by the President of Sierra Leone on international travel since 2018, it is not publicly available. There is no single comprehensive record. However, financial records indicate substantial spending with figures like over 71.4 billion leones, approximately $7 million withdrawn for travel in 2022 alone, and over 3 million withdrawn in 2020 during the ban on international travel. During it, all the ban international travel. President say no to all ministers.
COVID period.
Yes, 2020.
So stand for it.
2020. Now how much?
You are listening, police,
no, now listen, now man. When me they make me point, take notes. I know I'll interrupt me. Me not interrupt you. You don't understand? Me, I don't sit and talk just vaguely. I talk with facts. You don't understand?
Yes.
No, there was a period when I sat with the Minister of Finance. You understand? When the supplementary budget came at 98.1, we analyzed the budget correctly. All waiting president will spend everything. So anything I state, it means I don't research them. I get facts about that. But you cannot put me on that. No, you are not the moderator. Allow the moderator to make his point. You sit here to lie to us.
From the audit reports when they come out?
You sit here to lie to us. Now let me come.
No, that one where you get to from the audit report?
There are a lot of reports.
Like which report?
Well, we are talking about...
Yes, Mike, hold on. Just
we are talking about 2020. And we talk about 2022. These are all...
2020 and 2022.
2022. Check the audit report and see what the president spent. Check all the reports then and see what the president spent. Where even the exposure lead to Lara Telopia's accusation and sacking. See, they expose the office of the president. You go check and see. Not to me need for tell you that you know that.
Okay, yes, go on.
Now let me continue. Now it talks he say me not mention EBK more than 10 times. EBK now the immediate past president. If they compare and President Bio now EBK no more go compare. I tell you say EBK was the chairman for C10. Now I be the touch bearer for diplomacy. Now I first make a case for Africa representation at the Security Council. All of them say they are not going to go call President Momo Shaka Stevens or President Kabana. EBK make them. So now I get for call. I tell you say EBK reject ECOWAS chairmanship twice. He passed on to Umar Yar'Adua. And the benefits that they bring our status. So I get for mentioner. ECOWAS, he say ECOWAS not to the money president is spend. He say now ECOWAS a give. You don't understand. You answer a question, say if they can reimburse them money that day. You don't understand. Now even in the supplementary budgets, they indicate and they say for president in international travels. You understand? President don't get new assignments them. You don't understand. It is indicated that, and they ask the Minister of Finance if ECOWAS engagement, the ministry can support the president. He say yes. The ministry can support the president. You don't understand? But when they reimburse them money, then they come back and tell the nation, say they have reimbursed all of those. They are going to also tell you, say not to all them they reimburse. Sometimes they when you not presidency, therefore use, I mean, they're not going, not to all the spend where they spend, they can't return that money to you.
How do you know that?
And also, because I understand diplomacy is small. You don't understand?
But you never did it.
I understand diplomacy is small.
Okay.
I know I'm going into details. But I'm not saying not to all money president go spend.
Right.
Where President Grab, he go Burkina Faso. He go to other countries on trip where not announced. All of them money, then if he say ECOWAS go carry return. The one way, not say if ECOWAS head of states, then they meet. You don't understand? When a statutory meeting, ECOWAS go make budget and go fund Nandi. But get some spontaneous visits there no more. We're not to everything ECOWAS go able to reimburse. We need to know that clearly. When they talk about Yenga and asserting authority. Why I say assert authority? I don't mean say for take a militia you go deposit them for first war. You dey assert the authority without enough first war. By asserting authority, they use the influence as chairman of ECOWAS authority of head of states for make sure say you able bring you company on board, let them support you on this. No, assertion of authority. Okay. You don't mean say na war for go first war. We need to know that day. APC left the country in austerity. SLPP they always make this claim. Waiting at austerity. Austerity not mean say the economy they in shambles. Austerity means say for cuts down on government expenditure. SLPP self-done. There was a period where SLPP say, therefore control how they spend, not to all things and go spend power. They stop all capital expenditure and they focus on recurrent expenditure. because of the too much borrow they borrow from the banks. And there was a period where they even advise say not to everybody just they travel. If anybody they travel, not to entourage, they know how they be advised. So now that the APC be do. You understand? What be they during Ebola at a certain period where the economy be the shake? We say lock cut down on government expenditure. We say anybody where plans go old meeting at 5-star hotel where they go rent all whole and out of the ministry if you get conference all day. You don't understand? So then they not to be bad at all. What they do vuvuzela. I take me time for exploiting austerity because people they don't understand. Austerity not mean say the economy don't collapse. Austerity means say for cut down on government expenditure so that government will use that money there for development for other projects then.
But that don't mean say you not disagree say the economy be bad that day.
Well, there was a period where the economy be shaky. Listen, at a point, you are not moderating this program. I
but again, just respond to the that don't mean say you know we disagree say the economy been bad that period.
Now listen, at the count to how we
as a result, I make una been taking.
Now anytime government say austerity, say at the cut down on government expenditure. One, sometimes you budget don't strain. Sometimes the people
means the economy bad.
Sometimes the people they will be they give you money, not they give you money again. That way they have them blanky, where they support your budget. Right. So because before you waste the money, you get for pay salary, you get for do other things then, you they cut down government expenditure for address other areas then. This economy, the way APC build, no government in history don't ever build and so. We meet the entire economic value of Sierra Leone, business and economic value at 5 trillion euros. We take out to 30 trillion euros by the time they exit the corridor of powers. Which government don't ever do that day? I don't want to talk about the economy, but the one who meets the economy, the one who shape and the one who left, and no government in history don't ever do that. Under Anders by Koroma. So let's proceed with the thing the way you don't come up now, because we're not there for talking about the economy. But I get facts there about the economy where I believe say nobody not go mislead we. Salaries are not paid. Payments,
pensions.
Yes, you talk about
salaries and pensions.
And pensions. I want to tell Mike Brewer, who is lawyer, say what we do, they not go ever do as government. Because in 2014, during Ebola time, with teachers them be sit on house almost for 1 year, they know they go teach. School know they go on, we be the pay them salary. Whose government don't see bosses, you know they go work in the pay. Now only APC do that day. We paid salaries. No teacher, not grumble.
But that is normal governments.
No, but they tell you say it's some government they go say because Ebola day, government they spend money for being, centers them, holding centers and all that in them. Medical staff they will get for pay them because if you don't get a lot of hard up staff with the medical people they don't recruit, people they go and take Ebola patient them. All of that we put a burden on the Ministry of Health. If I don't say no, we not they pay salaries on a half salary we go pay because teachers they know they go teach. But we paid full salaries. How you go cancel lawyer now and tell me say we not be the pay salaries
on time?
You understand? We pay salary on time. In fact, now the 27 itself will be the pay. Not to now they pay the 30, 35. We now don't have 5 days per month. You understand? Now the 27 will be the pay. Now again,
the official calendar at 31 days. Yeah.
No, but then at 35 because they have 5 days. Now if I pay 40 days, then they pay. Pension. No time no they will not pay pension. No. We always have paid pension.
Okay.
I don't go to bank. I see ex-servicemen there, people that we don't retire when I retire, then they need a line for pension. The way APC been late. Only for no than Salia, there are a lot of issues you have to allow me to address. Yeah.
Give him time, Salia. Give him time.
It's a lot argue on facts. I want to
let Commander. I feel.
No, you will not feel this.
No, it's a lot argue on facts. Me not they talk something where I not see it, where I not research. Anything I'm not sure of, I'm not the talker. So anything has enough for argue. Now on facts they argue. We need to know that they will talk about the industry. Now me say, might not get me clearly. I say one area no more they do well. I say now the fish industry. I say because they export fish to Senegal. I say now the only place that they export fish. I not say they do well now the fish industry. You are say even China will don't get certificates for begin export but not start it.
Yeah.
You don't understand? So I am not disputing the
precedent upon the Black Johnson.
Even Black Johnson, again, your arguments altogether. People in strike. They say they want to make Black Johnson as a dumping site, but they can't dump waste. That was the narrative around. You get people who first say,
no, narrative.
No, not to be narrative.
Not just avoid that aspect and stick to the.
No, me, I am not naive to criticize on things that are not relevant.
Not just
but this was the debate. So I have not said the fish industry they do well. I only seen they do well and I threw down this for able to export to Senegal. But you added there is a certificate to China.
Yes, right now.
But we have not started exporting to China.
Exactly.
So I just want to make that clarification there. Yeah, press freedom. Now, we are not saying there is no press freedom. Nobody knows the same press freedom, no day. If press freedom not been there, some of you not for even sit down for the critique government. You understand?
Thank you.
Press freedom day.
Thank you.
I am not saying it is not that. But I say, to a very large extent, when we expunge the Seditious Libel Law, Part 5,
of the 1965 Public Order Act.
Public Order Act, we can replace her with the Cybercrime Act. Most of the things we've been doing on that side, we put them back inside the cybercrime. So I say now lip service to a very large extent. But I have not said there is no press freedom. Press freedom, there with the proliferation of media houses, there are bloggers, people they critique government. I have not said there is no press freedom. I cannot be naive to say so. I just want to clarify that and they let me get them very clearly. Yeah? Now, the one that we call, the one say you don't pay 2 million, it corroborates me.
Your earlier statement.
Assertion. So that's why you say, I know Sidoya for make claims against government. Because get people will go call you, hey, Minkailo send for me 2 million, or they say me picking 2 million for go for interview.
What if not lie the person lie?
Not to lie, because I dey verify. That's not up country. But what thing go make you believe say not to lie, it has been corroborated here. I tell you say me, private school and government school, they ask for money. No school, no they, no parent, no they will not they give money. Because government, no they give everything. Now, Yahweh school open, teachers and strike. 1 week, they not go school. They talk about salaries. They talk about teachers they don't pull on the payroll. They talk about
salaries. It was about subsidies.
No, they talk about
clear.
Now listen, I am
subsidies.
It was about subsidies.
Okay, now school fees subsidies.
Okay. Yeah, not
and in fact, SLT was here.
Do you want to go to the press?
No, hold on. At the camp. No, wait. Let us clarify for Mike. If SLT was here just last week and say till dates they not pay the first term school fees subsidies for this academic year.
So subsidies.
3 years teaching and learning materials.
So wait. So this is what I'm saying. What it means they say?
No, not just for.
No, we not.
No, not just because we have a speak waiting in Canada say.
Not subsidies. No, not to all.
Now school fees subsidies.
No, not to only subsidies. I follow them. Put about 10 or 11 points.
Now the teacher the way them been pulled from the register, then salary the way them be hold every other day.
That is it.
Yes.
The one the way they teach,
it's from part of
them the salary.
But not to the entire teaching purpose.
I agree. You understand?
But they never verification.
Then they advocate, let them put back. They say if they owe them, they don't pay the salary, the other way they pull from the teacher's payroll. You don't understand? So they talk about that. They talk about subsidies, they talk about even learning material.
Yes, we say for 3 years.
So need for know that clearly. I don't sit here to make claims, I don't know.
No, you said salary.
Yeah?
That's why.
Yeah, of course, salary did it. It's salary they not mention. If you don't teach for 1 year.
Yes, but not over the entire teaching population.
If you don't teach for 1 year and they not pay salary, it's not so important in Nandi. It is important. The economy, somebody blast Mike, seriously say the economy, the boom. It's in a paper, but it's not reflective on the ground. I stated it.
I say it's stable.
You understand?
Make that clear, Salia.
He said again. Not to me say, oh, now the caller.
I said the economy is stable. It's peaking.
No, you say boom. So the point I said there's a difference between boom and diversification.
Exactly. So that say it's stable.
Yes, that was why he corrected it now.
Say it's stable.
So you see, now the caller now they change by Mike. So Mike Berra, he say they lie for people. He say he always a lie. There's no stability.
They give cards to let them call. We know the game, boo.
He say we are not seeing any benefits from the president for virus travel. We don't even give money to person.
We not
get that money.
Tijan
say he's surprised. Yeah, the yardstick with the BO-led government they use for get international accolades. You understand? He said that they pay lobbyists them but money. You understand? Because when you look back at what's in the happen, yeah, and see the kind of way how maybe government they thrive internationally, you may be tempted to agree that huge money is being spent on lobbyists. You understand? For them to get those accolades. I cannot disagree with this caller. The moderator is biased. The moderator, the other one say you're not biased. Of course, me no say you're not biased. Mission 300. They say a complete failure. They say a sham. In fact, they say a shinka. You understand?
Do you agree with that?
KKY, they talk about that.
Do you agree with that?
I have not conducted a study to disprove that.
All right.
But Abraman, when a renowned journalist, they start television. That's what they call us.
He's not a renowned journalist.
He's a renowned journalist.
He's not.
Like you have to familiarize yourself with those journalists.
No. Why make us say
Abraman is a
renowned journalist? So whether renowned or not, he's a journalist.
He's a journalist.
Not just
Renowned renown can be subjective.
Mike and Payamba, let's just take the adjective out. Let's just say if I'm journalist.
I don't leave that.
A renowned journalist will not make such a statement.
Yeah, it is my opinion. Maybe you don't conduct his study.
No. Who study? See what World Bank don't they do? Where 17 countries then they part up. See where don't electrify over 30 million people across Africa. Then you call it a sham. It's a disgrace to journalism in this country.
Okay, Payamba,
for something where you
quickly.
Don't validate that. I beg. Don't do that.
Now somebody call. He's saying an APC man, he paying a Rokel commercial bank, waiting President Bio, they do this. I mean, I go tempted for saying that SLPP man. You understand? But my opinion, I cannot go that level. Patrick, I am concluding almost, yeah? I hear other people that we call, like Imran, they all not praise Hassan Kule, Imran. They all, somebody we saying a Gen Z generation, I praise. Winning a debate. I am not here to win a debate. We are just here to argue facts. The thing is that they represent me party. I not go cancel here. Might they say things that were not correct about me party, they are not disproved there. I go disprove them. So now that day they are for and I roll down there as an opposition. They say they don't build bridges. Even our opposition stronghold. I want to tell SLPP, I want to put her to bike saying a lie. When SLPP came, Tonkolili, let's take Tonkolili as a case study. They make people brush the road from my 91 to my Boka. All the plantations they're waiting at the side of the road, then find mango, then cut cutter, then grade the road, then brush and take my Boka, they say they make her in the first 1 year. Say they look the road. How deplorable if you don't travel. There is a place inside there's a peace monument. Where UN bin go build, what they call Cobra by Faye Junction.
Yes.
I see beaucoup journalists then can go there.
In fact, the Ministry of the military gets a farm this.
Yes.
That area there.
That area there. I see journalists then can go there.
That Maboka
Highway. Well, that is the village my mother hailed from. I can go there. I see how deplorable that road is. Why be CSLPP can and go pave them, brush the place, and gladly.
Maybe they copy
from us.
Well,
finally they can't make the road. No, they did not copy from us.
Because now they don't make that road, the other road, on a claim saying on a people and on
but we constructed roads in elsewhere places. We took it from Kenema to Kailan.
Okay.
We did not make any bias in so far that is concerned. We for don't say go come, that road we go Kailan, Lord can make this road here from my 91 to Maboka, or make the one from Matutuka to Bo. We pass Ile. That is the center of Sierra Leone. Where I actually hail from. I am Midadi Komot. The center of Sierra Leone. Take a look at the road from Matutuka to Ile. From Ile to Monkere and to Bo. Take today, Unomeka. We get bridges that they wake him broke. Now, particularly then he cut for campus. So who side? Mike say now they make them bridges there. Who side they make up?
I'll give you a list of that.
Now that will be on another day and on another.
To conclude, I want to say. People like when are dictators or non-democratic governments there around the world don't hold the position of ECOWAS chairman or what because it is rotational. Yeah? Waiting government for pride itself in. This way they happen so now. We know they control the diplomatic passports. If they go fall on people then when a cartel or drug lords their hand. That situation at Dubai. And a lot of other things the way they happen, now government for control. If government control land,
this is old.
You will pride yourself.
You guys
are talking about
the arrest of that Turkish or that guy repatriated to Turkey now recent.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? It's like the same old narrative.
No, it is not an old. We dey talk about the country image. We dey talk about international image.
Branding.
Now some of the things are not for control.
Okay.
Let them not see we as a narcotic state. Now we control that.
Nobody not a serious country as
you
a
understand?
narcotic state.
If it say
now you want for push am.
If they say we get a
nobody
drug
sees this country as a narcotic state.
That is right by the
our foreign
government.
policy is improving.
We
have no friends.
Diplomatic passport. They say on a drug cartel they are. Members of drug cartel, drug lords.
In fact,
I think say na that thing and they will for pride we say we don't control it. It's not happening.
Now, like
you don't understand?
Drug lord wey dey see we passport na ya.
The person where they say they arrest in Dubai.
But later they say there is no connection.
You understand?
No,
so those are the things we have to take.
So why would they push her? Why would they push the
these are things we should address. There are things we should address.
Payamba of the APC Publicity Secretariat and Mike Biwa. By the way, I like the red now you take up. And I like the red also at the mug. Anyways, thank you very much, Mike Biwa, Director of Communications State House, and Payamba Kuruma from the APC Publicity Secretariat. we can give you people the rest of the day. This conversation will go ever end. But we'll get for end because we get a whole lot for bringing to the audience. Thank you very much. Now listening further to Sierra Leoneans on the subject matter, out of the studios, waiting and think about the president's ascendancy or Salon ascendancy to then top position in the UN, ECOWAS, and AU, and then how much they reflect back on we, na Salon.
You get criteria. Elect Salon, so we no pass no criteria for loading at the UN Security Council. And even for Marabio be chairman for ECOWAS in this country, no qualify back. Because any country we get drug na that land na country where the Western people and they ban drug illegal to anybody in this world. As a chairman of ECOWAS, then are the president of the states. So I not say UN Security Council will fit forget any city they reflect to me because they reflect to me na die push alaki not better thing they reflect to the country. So I not see so fit for them any organization say now West Africa or the world.
Sierra Leone, I don't see nothing where they reflect to be according to the UN Security Council where they say we don't acquire. Because one, for there we get any kind honors and they wouldn't give it. For there we get law able acquire to the UN Security Council. Though we country Sierra Leone, they play in a bad way when a drug. We can always say now we country to wait till they listen to news. They say we country don't want a hub. And anyway, say now a hub. Now it's a transit point for drug. We drug the kind inside it. And we always see now not to see we hide pan we again. So we own brothers them we now we own Sierra Leoneans brothers them. The thing they play to them directly. They see we brothers them picking them where they go school. Picking them don't go up to university level. This drug they pull them out. So, and then kind name them the world acquire to the Security Council. I believe say the president get much for do for let a clean in country in system because of that kind name them the world don't get na the wall. Not to picking name that one day for less Salon within at the last part now West Africa. We name go then at the UN Security Council. I believe say that now a big round of applause to we, but to the nation we're not happy for that because of we country in name they play bad. Now today me go out left Salon say I they go Liberia, Guinea. Me neighbor in country force and they turn a tight waiting and call for me as if me not thief man. I not go say if I want to go to Europe, now a big problem. So when we go able to clean this thing, I believe that if the president they will not try for clean up this mess, this thing, it will be a very difficult task to the next government where they come. A hub, any country that don't tell you say a hub for drug. No sign no day again at the world where they go and see you citizens themselves because any outside you go now, then they watch at me like a trash when I dirty. You know they feel free self for work at any outside you go now, any side na the world. So that's stain the world get first. The president will try for clean them because this position we don't get and not make you all feel happy, no nothing. Just like what them just go give you and say now we are the ECOWAS chairman. Nothing you know able reflect to we because ECOWAS chairman no able come on go Nigeria. We go Nigeria and tight at the field back. And they begin to watch me, shout me for drug. Electric you know somebody who know they panda and begin to tie to freedom. So I don't see no reflect, nothing, no benefit, no make to we.
All right, reactions from Sierra Leoneans on that. Thank you very much, Sierra Leoneans, for our time, for take time for talk to me. Quickly, let's take some of the segments, but let's start first with another news. The Court of Appeal Judge, Honorable Justice Simeon Aliyu, don't sentence 35-year-old Nigerian citizen Newton Johnson to a prison term of 30 years after then convict him for where he be in possession unlawfully of parcels of cocaine where amounts to 2.9 kilograms now within Sierra Leone. Will Maina Boko get more?
An engineer by profession appeared before the court on 2 counts: collecting a prohibited drug without lawful authority and unlawful possession of drugs against Section 7 and 8 of the National Drug Control Act 2008. Newton is reported to have made confessional statement to the police and repeatedly pleaded guilty to collection and being in possession of 2.9 kilograms of cocaine, even after being given several opportunities to reconsider his plea. State Counsel O.V. Robin Mason told the court that on 9th November 2024, in Freetown, the convict was found in possession of 2.9 kilograms of cocaine and was arrested, interrogated, and subsequently charged with the 2 counts. Lawyer defending him, Almami Bangura, stated that since the arrest in November 2024, the convict had been fully compliant with the investigation and judicial process without wasting the court's time. He pleaded for the judge to temper justice with mercy on Johnson, a young man and father of 2 children, whom he said deserved the court's leniency. But the Honorable Justice Aliyu emphasized that the duty of the court is to uphold the law, especially in light of the alarming rise in drug trafficking and substance abuse across the country and its environs, an issue which, he said, continues to threaten the health and well-being of young people and has led to the loss of lives. The inflow and distribution chains must be completely identified and terminated, and the court has a role to play in achieving this national fight, Justice Aliyu said, reiterating that the court is more than committed to eradicating the menace that seeks to destroy the lives of the country's youthful population. Newton Johnson was sentenced to 30 years imprisonment on count 1 and 10 years on count 2, with both sentences to run concurrently. Slick Television, Willie Nabuku reporting.
Thank you, Williamina. And now let me go to the corner outside the hot and drop and join Dana Jasia Tumai for the entertainment update.
It's na Slick TV Entertainment Corner, or we can call her the Happy Corner with the gist. Me, your name is Dana Jasia Tumai, and this is na Slick TV Channel 37. The teaser of Tap and Day by Didi, DJ and the Young, they out. Make we go.
Don't for join me, make we jolly. I know be seen. I'm living my life for all reasons. I get blessing. Let nobody no can tell me nothing. I know be seen. I'm living my life for all reasons. I get blessing. Let nobody no can tell me nothing. Life in a one, and enjoyment na full. Life in a one, when are you one, and enjoyment na full.
DJ Smalley, drop that tune.
Tap and Day, yes. Anything where you get, just Tap and Day. Tap and Day. I hear they call it by English. Tap it day. Anyways, that's just for fun. Dr. Killer Beat don't come back with another street anthem with title Rare Boy and Rare Girl. And mentions say this is strictly for the hustlers. Every day I'm hustling, Yes, Rare Boy and Rare Girl go come on chishno. Stay glued, stay connected, because only in Slick TV we're giving you the juicy entertainment update, we're giving you the gossip, we're giving you all them sweet things that will happen inside entertainment. Odumodu Black make a post on Twitter where it talks say, "What's up, Grammy? I don't see my name." So officially, another part of the nomination list, and it's still a surprise, or it's just a play around. Well, you know what they do. Any side way hop, now I do up. And of course, big congratulations to real Worry Pikin, where it welcome a new baby. Yes, Worry not a carry last. Congratulations to you and your husband, Worry Pikin. Fine Face mentioned say a new artist, the only female artist na a record label, STM Music, na Queen Dija from the Gambia, and it will come very soon. So when I expect greatness, let them boom when I ace them with good salon music and African songs. We also they continue for telling plenty thank you, because the Epic Fiesta was a jam. And inside this week, we get for the Guna. We have to give all the highlights of what happened. We have to go into all the sweet, the amazing, the chill, like all the way we capture. We have to see them. You know why? Because you're not supposed to miss the next one.
Nobody go give me happiness.
Make we go inside the game unit quick and come back for laughter.
Which logo is? Crocodile. Now which logo is? I like it. Now which logo is?
Crocodile.
God have mercy upon us.
Which logo is? The air they fly. Now which logo is? Amazon. Which logo is?
The BPS.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Matembe.
Which logo is? Paper. Which logo is? Car. Which logo is? Comb. Now which logo is? Now which logo is? Wait.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Now which logo is?
Oh, Mumu, not too much.
Which logo is?
GL.
70 years old man. But this ain't Charlie Boy, so Mumu don't too much. Charlie Boy, now Mumu not too much.
Now which logo is?
Kumu.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now which logo Danny?
Nah, Evie.
Emotional, damn it!
Now which logo is? PayPal.
If you want more of this, make sure you stay tuned, stay glued to Sleek TV, Monday to Friday on The Breakfast Show. We get for Kaltuna inside the entertainment corner with juicy updates them. I see the hot drop. Me, your name, Madonna, just see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
Right, to the pitch now with activities fully loaded and in some other aspects reloaded. Dr. Mohamed Kollia for his sports and rundown of activities or events on and off the football field and other competitive venues.
Passport on Sleek Television, channel 37, with me, Mohamed Kollia. Inside this edition of the Today Show Breakfast Sport, we will talk about the Brookfields Veteran Football Association, the health work we organize within the community. And this now for showcase and tell people and say, drug no good and where you work hard, it make you to get a very good health. But before we can talk all about this, let we go for a short break, and when we come, we will talk about the health work. We saw be dignitizing the president of the Australian Football Association, Babadi Kamara, and also the chairman for Bukit Veterans inside make a statement, and also the two honorables them, when Honorable Cherry Coco and Honorable Emma Silamina, Deputy Leader of Parliament, to all be the part of this health work, they make statement. All this get for the inside the Today Show Breakfast Spot today. We'll come back after the short break. Welcome back from the short break, and this now the Today Show Breakfast Spot on Slick Television Channel 37 with me, Mohammed Collier. As the Bufis Veterans Football Association, they organize a health walk and say no to drug, say no to kush, say no to tramadol. The particular health walk will be very, very essential. We say the president of the Australian Football Association, Babadi Kamara, be declared the walk open after he make the statement na the venue.
Today is a great day for me. In a society or a country where you have over 8 or 10 million, 9 million people, whenever a set of group of people recognize you for being part of what they do, I believe say that comes with blessing from Allah. We get here today because we get peace in Sierra Leone. We get here today because there is harmony in Sierra Leone. I mean, there is no society without hindrances. But when we compare with life to other countries, then we will tell God thank you. Because for now, if people get here today, if not because we get peace, we don't look for do this. Water na part of health. Exercise na healthy thing for every human being. And we went to football or sport in general for come together for ensure say whenever we get opportunity for exercise, no grab them. Instead of engaging in drugs, instead of engaging in unplanned migration, people like you say time to run. Now we come together as a nation and work together for develop a country, for create peace among young men then, so that there will be that kind of harmony in a society. Today we get women in the house, mama in the house, sister in the house. They all go play ball every day. But this will do so once in a while. You know, they only help we, they only help we because with the worker and they give me a meal, they boost the immune system. But also they make sure say we the one day we don't tell on the sea, we go for student today. If somebody tell we know well, we get problem, we don't say that they will ask, oh, we don't see the man out today, we will follow up and ensure say whatever the problem, we come together for solve. So in short, I want to tell you that say me particularly honored, extremely honored to be part of this group. So for today, I want to tell you thank you, and I want to declare this work officially open. I also want to promise say, starting from today, I'm going to be part of this group.
Well, that will be the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, President Babadi Kamara, after we declared the health work open. And now let me listen to the chairman of the Bufis Veterans Football Association, waiting inspiring for organize the second edition of this health work.
Something that you can just you create, or something that you can see on other side. You look and say, okay, this let me say bring up. Now to a sister organization will see this kind of thing. We bring Ankara, but I think say we don't pass there now. Of course, this now the second edition, and we all see the first one. We do it at the best, but this second one I don't prove the first one wrong. I believe say the third one we not going to describe it. In the way not carry it, but we will begin prepare now for that. Now this way all can they talk, let we all be as one, let we unite. This way we do so in the help we self mentally, physically. Right now as I talk, we get medical people there. Whether for they can do tests, as I dey talk, for different kind sickness dem. So like the young one, let them dey compare for let them dey take example to like we. Like we so now we see we age, but we able work out for them that we can, and we still going strong. So we want to appreciate all my wake up.
Well, that now be the chairman of the Buffils Veterans Football Association. We don't tell we the essence and the reason why they decide for organizer and what's the plan ahead. Now let me listen to people that we will grace this particular head talk when dignitaries around Sierra Leone. We get the Honorable Emerson Lamina himself talk about the essence of the health talk and how beneficiary it will be to young people there and as a country.
Joining the health talk today, deliberate because I know the importance of physical exercise. It's good for everybody. But again, I've learned many things. Bringing people from all facets, health and sport. One of the platform where they bring people from all walks of life. Here I see political leaders there. I also see the SLFA President Babadi Kamara to open the health work of Buffils veterans. That was so powerful. Many years back, I'm a leader with Buffils, but my driver by the name of Rasta Bramaba, he really inspired me. He really inspired me today to participate in this health work, and I have no regret. I realized that sport is very important. That make the president of this country, President Julius Maada Bio, he really prioritize sport under his watch. Don't try the sport from all angles. So today, participating in today's health work, challenging more from green political class them. This is very important. Political class them, from the highest political arena to the middle to the lowest, forget a day like this. Try to go rub skin. They reduce the tension, seeming tension at this country of politics. Moments like this, we play, we rub skin, we laugh, we dance. Then play music like Fele, oh my God, everybody dance. Then play music like Kamakra, then play music, one man dance. Can you imagine? The atmosphere was so easy, was so calm, was so smooth. I really admire. I think I want to propose this. When political leaders, they will get health work together. And the team of today's health work, they are for saying no to push. We don't see acquisition damage, potential lawyers, potential representatives in the parliament, potential professionals, cushion damages. So we all join hands today with Buffils veterans for kick out push was notable. And we hope that young boy and young girl then, they will say no to Mr. Push because it's not good for them future.
Well, that now be the Deputy Leader of Parliament 2 winner, Honorable Emerson Lamina, don't tell we the essence of this health work and why he decided to join the Buffils football veterans into this particular exercise. And this will come with people then together from different facets that are waiting the Honorable say. Now let me listen to another participant winner, Honorable Chaikoko. We talk say, in always make sure say a day part of this and in benefits a lot, and when you exercise it make you feel fit.
I always look forward to these activities. And the second year, last year been very good, but this year look excellent, and we look forward to next year. But definitely I feel good because when you're among the people and the way you used to, the one the way you grow with, where you play with, in their activities there, so definitely you must feel good. Health work, the work around give me health work. But one thing, from when we start to this point, we don't kind of talk to people along the streets on this drug abuse, kush, tramadol, other drugs them. We don't educate plenty people on the road, but they left drugs business. It's not good for them, it's not good for the country. We need them, they get dreams, they get hopes. We believe them will contribute good to society. So the Buffils veterans don't give you opportunity for interact and interface with plenty people today. And along the process, we don't educate listen. The one that will come out, we tell them plenty thank you, we appreciate them. Because they show love and unity in the community. The one that will not get chance for come, we encourage them next time for join. The one that will not want come, because they believe say, they not for interact, we encourage them, make them know say, the community now for we all. Now one community, now one family. We in Buffils, we not get party, we not get tribe, we not get color. We always interact with ourselves. So we don't want let people like African divide in the community. I want to assure you, say long life and well body. Next year I go 3 times bigger than this. Because me no go left hand at chairman here no more. I don't go left hand at Una Beshere no more. I go make sure say I involve deeper than I involve this year. So that almost everybody in Abu Fiz will come on and enjoy the work.
Well, that might be the statement from another participant when Honorable Cherry Coco. We talk about the essence for Waka, and he always make sure say they part of the Buffaloes United Buffaloes community, the health work, and it don't promise the 3rd edition it will be one of the organizers then. When all this will get found today inside the Today Show Breakfast Sport on Slick Television, channel 37, with me, Mohammed Collier.
All right, before we go, let's bring you the travel updates for Wednesday. Remember, people they travel in or out of the country, or people they go drop off or pick up a passenger from the airport. So you need this guide for your movement. Starting at 1:30 in the morning, Askai Airlines, flights, Royal Air Maroc, flight AT563/4, go left Freetown International Airport, it reach Casablanca, Morocco, 4:40 in the morning. It go reach 1 hour later, that's 5:40. At 5 o'clock in the morning, Askai Airlines, flight KP023, go left Banjul, the Gambia, stop na Freetown International Airport, 5 after 8 in the morning, Accra, Ghana, and finally reach Lomé, Togo, 8:45 in the morning. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Askai Airlines, flight KP042, will take off from Lomé, Togo, stop na Freetown International Airport at 3:55 in the afternoon, and reach Banjul, the Gambia, 4:35 in the afternoon. Also at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Askai Airlines flight KP040 go left Lomé, Togo, and head to Accra, Ghana, and then to Freetown International Airport. At 1:30 in the afternoon, Brussels Airlines flight SN243 go take off from Freetown International Airport and make stop in Monrovia, Liberia, and land at Brussels at 7:55 in the evening. At 2:30 in the afternoon, Kenya Airways flight KQ510/11 go left Nairobi, Kenya, stop na Accra, Ghana at 5:30 in the evening, and then it reached Freetown International Airport 1 hour later. This flight could go back to Accra, Ghana, and return to Nairobi. Remember, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Air Senegal flight HT213/4 go left Dakar, Senegal, it reached Banjul, the Gambia, 6:55 in the evening, and continue to Freetown International Airport, 7:50 in the evening. Finally, 8 o'clock Nanet, Air Peace flight P47760/1 will left Freetown International Airport for Lagos. It reached 11 o'clock Nanet with final arrival 40 minutes later, that's 11:40. That night travel update for Wednesday. I wish you safe travel, the best of luck, safe journey. And with this, we say goodbye for today. We'll return tomorrow for the midweek edition of the Today Show. Always stay tuned to Slick Television, channel 37, or Facebook page Slick TV, website slicktv.com, or YouTube handles as Slick TV Official. Until then, thank you to the production team, thank you to we guest them earlier in the show, and thank you to you. We always be participating in the show and the reason we're there. Until then, goodbye.
Happen every Friday from December 5th, 2025 to January 17th, 2026 na Freetown Amusement Park, formerly called Victoria Park. Come witness the